Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NXT Battleground. This is the first NXT special event of the season, as this is WWE 2K26 Universe Mode, episode 52. Welcome to the show, folks. I'm Callum, otherwise known as the KO King. Welcome to KO Productions, and welcome to NXT Battleground, live from Tampa, Florida. Gonna be an awesome night of action, including the men's and women's jackpot ladder match and the big championship of NXT on the line. Let's not waste any further time to get straight out of the action. Here we go, man. Let's get to war. Again, tonight we're kicking it off in a big way, live from Tampa, Florida, as it is the men's jackpot ladder match getting it started. And out first, who defeated the Cruiserweight Champion Javon Evans to qualify as the former Cruiserweight Champion and the former NXT North American Champion, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, getting showered with booze tonight as always, live in Tampa.
The following contest is a tables, ladders, and chairs match. Making his way to the ring from San Diego, California, weighing in at 200 pounds. Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
So they start to match up tonight. A hell of a lineup to get us started at NXT Battleground. Dirty Dom has won the NXT Cruiserweight and North American title. Can he take the case tonight and potentially become a future NXT champion and get that triple crown that he has desired? Unless Dirty Dom tonight, not exactly the favourite in Tampa, not exactly the chosen one, but he did win and earn his way in this. And this past week on NXT, he was brutally destroyed in that 8-man tag team main event, that All-Star 8-man, when Dirty Dom teamed with Ethan Page, Grayson Waller, and Austin Theory, who have become a little trio here in NXT. To fall to Miles Bourne, Trick Williams, Obafemi, and #1 contender for the NXT Championship, Ilya Dragunov. That main event still will come later on tonight. The NXT Champion Austin Theory will defend the gold against the Mad Dragon in your main event of Battleground. Gonna be an awesome one. We saw them two come out before. We're gonna see it again later on, but right now it is time for the jackpot ladder match, the NXT equivalent of the Money in the Bank ladder match. And of course, Money in the Bank is tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen. Don't want to miss a second of the action right here on this KO Productions Universe Mode. It's episode 52. Dirty Dom is out. Here comes the next entrant in the NXT Jackpot Ladder match, defeating Sean Spears to get entry into this one. It's Miles Bourne, the young upstart, has arrived here in this one.
North Carolina, weighing in at 220 pounds, Miles Bourne.
Well, I'll tell you, man, Miles Bourne, he might be the dark horse to win this thing. Young upstart, young rookies getting a lot of hype, a lot of momentum. It's a great win over Sean Spears. Could very well be a dark horse pick as Miles Bourne. Looked very impressive. Could be one of the next breakout stars here in this series. Bourne here, getting everybody hyped, hyping himself up. This is the biggest matchup of Miles Bourne's career. He has competed in 4 matches this season. He's 3-1. One of those ones, of course, coming this past week on NXT. Another one that qualified against Sean Spears. And another one on the very second episode of WWE Dark, where he knocked off Joe Hendry in somewhat of a surprise win, somewhat of an upset victory. And he has gained entry into this contest tonight, joining Dirty Dominic Mysterio. You hear the contrast and the crowd reactions here. With Dirty Dom getting booed out the building. And of course, Miles Bourne getting a lot of cheers here in Tampa, where those two men are just 2 out of 6 superstars competing tonight in their opening contest. And the NXT Jackpot Ladder match comes out next after knocking off his former tag partner, now with this Straight Dragon Lee this past week. It's Santos Escobar. Well, you hear the mixed reaction tonight for Santos Escobar. A lot of boos, and because of the boos is what he done this past week on NXT. He qualified out of this matchup, gaining the final spot by defeating his tag team partner and good friend, Dragon Lee of the LWO. But then after the match, he picked up Lee on the outside and nailed him with yet another Phantom Driver, even though he already won the contest. So I don't know what got in to Santos Escobar that night, but maybe it's a new mean streak, a new attitude, and maybe that'll help him tonight. Maybe that'll aid him in becoming the Jackpot briefcase holder, Mr. Jackpot, as the NXT would like to call it here. Santos Escobar, not exactly one of the favourites, but he is a former NXT Cruiserweight Champion. He actually defeated the man who will be competing for the NXT title in tonight's main event, Ilya Dragunov, to win the Cruiserweight title last season. Let's see if there's more championships on the horizon of the Emperor of Lucha Libre, Santos Escobar, who joins Dirty Dom and Miles Bourne as 3 out of the 6 competitors in the men's Jackpot ladder match. But coming out next, ladies and gentlemen, also maybe a favourite, but certainly not by this crowd tonight in Tampa, Florida. It is all ego, Ethan Page. Ethan Page picked up a great victory and a great match against the great opponent El Hijo del Vikingo a couple of weeks ago in NXT to gain entry in to the Jackpot ladder match tonight. He has challenged for the NXT Championship in the past against the former champion Trick Williams on NXT, where Trick was able to get the win. Then Page made sure Trick lost the title to Austin Theory. Now tonight, Theory competes in tonight's main event defending the title, and Ethan Page competes in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Let's not forget that Ethan Page and Austin Theory, they're good mates now alongside Grayson Waller. Dirty Dom was teaming with him this past week on NXT, but I don't think them two are maybe going to work together all that often. It is every man for themselves here tonight, all fighting for the same thing, a future opportunity at cashing in for the NXT Championship anytime, any place for up to 1 year. So Ethan Page now enters. Here comes a man that Page has a lot of history with. The former NXT champion getting a huge ovation. It's Trick Willis season. Trick's got his lemon pepper steppers on tonight, and everybody chanting, "Look that Trick!" Will Trick grab the case tonight? Become a 2-time NXT champion in the future. It is possible with all the hype around this superstar. He defeated the NXT North American champion, gaining him his first loss in this season, Big Bronson Reed, to qualify for the NXT Jackpot ladder match tonight. The men's version, of course, there's a women's version later on tonight, but right now it is shining bright. The spotlight all over Trick Williams. Trick Williams rocking tonight, live in Tampa, Florida. But will it be a great rocking? Will he rock all the way to the top rope, become Mr. Jackpot, and cash in any time, any place for up to a year, folks? And Trick is feeling the hype, feeling the adulation for that sold out crowd. This is going to be a hectic way to kick us off. You cannot take your eyes off of the screen for one moment, blink, and you will miss some incredible action tonight at Battleground. So here we go then. It is now time for the 6th and final entry to come out. I think the crowd knows who's coming out right now. The ruler, the destroyer, the bringer of war, the mountain you cannot climb and you will not conquer. Ladies and gentlemen, Obafemi is here at Battleground, and you're looking at my pick to win the entire thing. Listen to this place rang out with Oba chants. Oba the only man in this matchup though, not to win a match to qualify. He was a part of a triple threat matchup with Joe Hendry and Ilya Dragunov. The winner would get the shot tonight for tonight's main event against Austin Theory for the NXT title. Whoever was pinned or submitted in the matchup got nothing. Whoever wasn't pinned or submitted to lose the match got entry into the men's Jackpot ladder match. Femi wasn't pinned or submitted, that's why he is here, but he gained the pinfall win in the 8-man tag match this past week on NXT, where he pinned Grayson Waller's shoulders to the mat, and over Femi getting a huge ovation tonight, man. He might not be the nimblest of guys, might not be quick to climb the ladder, excuse me. I'm getting so damn excited I can barely speak. But Obafemi, you cannot bet against the ruler, even in a Money in the Bank match. And here we go, match up underway. This is going to be exciting. Dudley Thompson and Santos on the outside. Oh man, Ethan Page on out. Where's Miles Bourne? It's turning the attention of Trick Williams. And Demi chokeslam on Ethan Page as Bourne takes down Trick Willie. And Dudley Thompson on the outside now. And look at Obafemi just launching Ethan Page, still cheering out from Dudley Dom Santos, not letting him execute a trick by peg in the midsection of Miles Bourne. Ethan Page fighting back against Femi. And there's Santos Escort taking charge on the outside. Page going after Bourne in the ring here. And laying him out that time, but there's Femi with this tail. Down goes Oligo, up and out goes Trick now from Obafemi. And there's Santos sending Dom face first against the ring post on the floor. And Santos and Dom have history, folks. It was Dudley Dom that beat Santos Escobar to become the NXT Cruiserweight Champion last season as Escobar just got sent out of the ladder. There's Bourne Ethan Page brawling on the inside. And look at this, another ladder brought out of the ring by Trick Williams on the floor. My goodness, and Santos going to take down Dudley Dom on the outside, Trick it over now. Open the ring and Trick with a massive kick down. And Trick Williams shoulder tackle, down goes Page. Santos steel chair off the head of the former Cruiserweight champ Dudley Dom and the former North American champ as well. Bourne drop kick connecting. Uh-oh, look at Obafemi back in the ring and a backbreaker that time. And Ethan Page back in, going after the ruler. Obafemi, Trick Williams and Santos now beginning to fight on the outside. It's Femi gets kicked down by Ethan Page, who's got his hands on the ladder here. Oh, going to hit Miles Bourne in the head. And now hitting Obafemi in the head. And now again to Miles Bourne. And Escobar with a super kick on the floor on Trick. And now it's Ethan Page, but first to climb the ladder. Page got his hand on the contract. Obafemi's been continuing his climb now. And now who's going to get the case here? Oh, Dudley Dom setting up a ladder bridge on the outside of Obafemi. It's taking it to Ethan Page on the top of the ladder. Sammy with a big right hand, Page falling off. And there's Obafemi with his hands on the contract. Dudley Dom with a hard on Miles and Trick going to send Obafemi up the ladder. Dudley Dom German release suplex on Trick Williams, who gets right back to his feet and watch Obafemi. Going after Dudley Dom, Dom with a nice elbow, Dom back after Trick, go behind again. And a nice takedown, connecting that time. There's Obafemi. Big knees, Trick Williams, the former NXT champion, the only man in this matchup to have won the NXT title before. Other 5 have not. It could be a great make or break situation for the superstars. Trick and Santos right now on the ladder. Miles and Dom both respectively trying to send them all. Dudley Dom just low Bourne. Oh man! And look at Dudley Dom with a massive tornado DDT up the springboard. But watch Ethan Page. Page got his hand on the ladder. Page has got it. He's got his hand on the case. Obafemi and Dudley Dom now going to send him off the ladder. And Page spelling to the outside. My goodness. Dom and Escobar continue their fight. Obafemi picking Ethan Page to a vertical base. Santos sent out of the ring by Dirty Dominic Mysterio. And look at this, Obafemi. Oh my god, face first off the ladder goes Ethan Page. Holy smokes, and look at Femi, big ending on Miles Bourne in the ring. Dirty Dom is running all over the place with a steel chair in hand. It's Obafemi now. Gonna send Miles out on the ladder. Look at that, Dirty Dom. Steel chair in. Oh, Ethan Page off the top, shoulder tackle on a Trick. Ethan Page is going to the top rope. Oh god, Page looking to fly here. Dirty Dom steel chair at the head of Escobar. Ethan Page with a flying nothing off the ropes, hurting himself in the process. And Obafemi gonna make him pay for it with big kicks. Miles Bourne with a steel chair, hitting Dirty Dom over the head with a big clothesline by Femi on Ethan Page. The crowd loving it tonight, counting along with that one. But Obafemi. Femi now picking up Trick Williams, side slam on the chair. And there's Ethan Page with big right hands and shots on Miles Bourne. And gonna send out the ladder now. Ethan Page is on fire. Page scaling the top rope, Obafemi in the ring himself. And look at Page with a side down through the ladder on the border ringside. What a incredible action! Femi fall from grace on Santos Escobar. Obafemi gonna get a ladder now. Gonna capitalise. playing it, but there's Ethan Page aiming up to the top rope. He makes Femi out here. Femi setting up a ladder. Femi starting to climb here. Get over Femi. Get that contract. Go Ethan Page flying off the ropes and taking the ladder out, but hurt himself in the process. But he's the only man in the ring right now, and he's just stirring, getting to his feet. Ethan Page, can he do it here? Oh, there's Femi coming back in, not letting him do nothing. It says him against the rope. But look at Santos and Dom on the outside. Didn't even see them there. On the top of the ladder, brawling on the floor. And look at that Ethan Page getting sent out of the ring by Femi. Trick has a freaking table as well. I'm missing so much action. Holy hell, Femi. Climbing the ladder. Bourne is setting up another one with a bridge at ringside. Femi's got his hand on the case. Femi's gonna do it. Femi's gonna do it. Both Bourne and Page come out of the ring. Ethan's trying to send them down. Ethan's trying to knock him off the ladder here. And he's trying to help him. And Miles able to get the assist down towards Femi, knocking off the ladder. That was so close. And watch Miles Bourne now. Oh, what a snap power slam on Ethan Page. Oh, and Femi with a clothesline on Bourne. Look at this on the outside, Santos Escobar with a Mexican Destroyer, no counter by Dom. Dom countered it, that was Trick that countered it. Ethan Page in the ring with the twisted grin. On over Femi, and boom, and a German suplex on the ladder. Holy hell. Trick may have just hit a trick shot as well on the floor. And it's Miles Bourne now walking in. Out of the corner, setting his sights on Ethan Page, and a no-shake Orochi by Miles. What a fight tonight. Escobar, Kendo sticking in it, and Miles Bourne with it. Go for Dirty Dom, the counter, Dirty Dom now. The Kendo sticking in it, and then with it now, Femi off the ropes, didn't connect. Trick Williams taking that Kendo sticking in, it's over. Dodge the tension on the Miles, back up, and a slam that time by Femi. Trick Williams. Inverted maneuver, no. Points him up, went for the attitude adjustment maybe. Dirty Dom able to counter it. And Dom now going to send Trick to the outside. A poison runner by Santos Escobar. Over Femi, Ethan Page. Shot the incredible deadlift powerbomb from the mat. On a Miles Bourne. And an Ethan Code breaker on Santos. Page now turns his attention to one of the men he was teaming with this past week. On NXT, knife edge chop. On a Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Page back at it with Miles Bourne. Bourne no going down, counter it, and Bourne going to send Ethan Page to the floor. And look at this over Femi on the top rope, looking to fly over and take out Miles, and he does. Get the ladder over. Oh, clothesline down on the outside, and he goes out as well. Right back into the ring. Going for that ladder. Trick and Santos go on the outside as Dirty Dom looks on. Ladder has been set up by Femi. Femi beginning his play. Femi to become Mr. Jackpot. Oh, look at that. Miles Bourne also climbing up Ethan Page. Trying to knock down the ladder here. Can't get it. Miles and Oba go back and forth here. Massive forearm as Dirty Dom and Santos are fighting. Ethan Page trying to stop Miles. Miles kicking him away. Miles and Femi, both on the ladder here. Precarious position for both these superstars. Miles with a big shot. Miles looks for a cutter off the ladder. No, but Femi will push him off. Femi's up there. Femi to get his hands on the contract. Trick sending down on the outside. Trick go back after Oba. And Trick sends him off the ladder. Holy hell, man. And now it's Ethan Page after Escobar. And Ethan Page gonna send Santos Escobar crashing in front of the ladder. Page down! Went for another Santos! No, Santos moving! Unbelievable! Miles, Trick, and Escobar on the ring right here. And it's Escobar trying to go for Miles. Trick able to stop it. Ethan Page and Dirty Dom brawling on the outside as Ethan Page gets sent out of the barricade. And there goes Santos sent out of the ring. And Bourne again on the inside. My goodness, Trick Williams getting caught that time. And Femi gets sent on the ladder. And it was Dom after Miles. And it's Dirty Dom is doing, where are you going outside the ring? Get back in there, Dom. But no, he's going after Trick Williams on the floor. Holy hell. And look at that, Santos and Ethan Page are prone on the outside of the bicycle boot that time. Miles Bourne's got the ring to himself. Miles climbed the ladder. That's what he's going to do. Miles Bourne's got his moment. Ethan Page and Santos still prone on the outside. Dirty Dom comes back in. Look at Escobar on the floor here. Mexican Destroyer on Ethan Page. Folds him like an accordion. Dirty Dom able to send them off the ladder. And it's Mysterio maybe looking for a 619. No, he won right into the ladder that time. Not allowing it. Very high up angle here. Hopefully everyone can get back in the ring so we can see a lot closer. Real born belly on Mysterio. My days. Back out of the ring now. Comes all ego Ethan Page. Big elbow that time. Over Femi now going to come back in as well. Donny Dom scaling the ladder. He's on right at the top of it. Donny Dom's right at the top of the freaking ladder. And over Femi, just one single shot and Dom falls off. Femi Escobar back and forth. Fall from grace by Omar. Miles Barnes just sending Ethan Page out of the ring over the top. Rolling track now. Sending Femi out. And a clothesline on Dominic. And then Miles Barnes back in. Both went for big shots. Who's going to get the upper hand? It's going to be Miles. Waistlock grabbing Trick Williams. Going to send him against the ropes. Holy hell, man. But it's Dirty Dom back after Miles. Oh, counter off the ropes and another power slam. It's Page back in and taking care of Miles. Oh, look at this. Trick and Dom going back and forth. Ethan Page set back to the floor. And it's Santos. STO. On a Trick. Over Femi. Wait a minute. Picking up Escobar again. They're going to launch Santos. But it's Miles. Back in. Backbreaker. Shoots to the man. He gets a lot of comparisons to and Randy Orton. This Trick Williams bringing a ladder in. There's already a ladder in there. Miles could have climbed. There's also another ladder bridged on the outside. Ethan Page now turns his attention rather than Santos. Escobar. What a shot. Big backbreaker. Oh, Dirty Dom neck breaker on Oba Femi. 180 Edge Mana is the first NXT special event of the season. Femi gets sent out on the ladder by Dominic Mysterio. And they would go with an overhead down the belly. Mysterio with a poison rana on track. Man, Dom and Miles. Both impressed today. But look at Dominic. Dominic finally looking for that 619. No, again. Track getting shot that time. And it's Miles and Santos going out and clothesline by ball. Here's Femi back in. Mysterio finally looking for that 619. Want to hit it on Trick Willie. Can he do it here? Yes, he can. 619 and Femi falls from grace again on Escobar. Ethan Page now clothesline and Femi against the ropes. And there's Dirty Dom trying to get a page out of Ethan Page. But Page wants a piece of Trick Williams. It was Trick that beat Ethan Page to retain the NXT title all them weeks ago. Look at Ethan counter the Hurricane Runner. Big uppercut. Trick shot out of nowhere. Femi. But it's Ethan Page. Gonna stand him out. Got Buster as Santos and Miles continue their brawl on the floor. Dirty Dom wants a piece of Ethan Page. He's gonna get it. He'll be looking for the three amigos. Oh, Page out the back door over and Page with a choke block. Page with a choke block on Dirty Dom. For a kick, counter, Trick and over going back and forth. And oh, Ethan Page gets sent out on the ladder. Trick Williams neck breaker and Trick defeated Dirty Dom Mysterio in the very first episode of NXT this season. And the main event to retain the NXT title. What was Trick's first offense? Yes, Dom with a big boot out of the corner. Ethan Page comes back in. And Ethan Page gets clocked with a steel chair over the head by Trick Williams. And Dirty Dom almost getting clocked. Running neck breaker over Femi again gets sent back. Onto the ladder this time by Miles Ford. Everyone down in the ring apart from Dominic Mysterio. Ford and Escobar going at it on the outside. Still cheering out from Dirty Dom. Missing the mark on Ethan Page. Page runs and Page. Nice shot. My goodness. Over Femi and Miles Ford continue their brawl on the floor. Twisted grab by Ethan Page. And Miles Ford on Femi. Ethan Page outside. Wants a steel chair. I thought he was going to go for a ladder. But Trick Williams going to send him in on a barricade. Nobody's in the ring apart from Dirty Dom. There's no ladder in the ring. Now there is. Couldn't see a Trick Williams. Trick and Dom have the best shot of winning this. Now only Trick and Escobar who are now in the ring. As Dirty Dom went right back out. Over Femi sends Ethan Page back in. And now it's Dirty Dom and Oba Femi collided. Oh, Falcon Arrow by Trick Williams on Santos Escobar. Dirty Dom face first. Sends Oba Femi in the corner. Miles Ford, nice shot, no counter. Dirty Dom on a big power slam on the ladder. On Oba Femi, big baseball move by Ethan Page. Dirty Dom top rope, frog splash on Femi. Ethan Page ladder in hand. Trick clotheslines it out of the sands though. Holy, what a ladder match. Who's going to win it tonight at Battleground? Trick. Going to set Ethan off the ropes. No, went for a trick shot. Went for a trick shot. The counter by Ethan Page. Page back tag. Twisted run on the chair. Ethan taking a lot out of himself. And a table been brought in the ring by Santos Escobar. Forgot that was there. What a crazy match tonight, Escobar now. Back suplex on the ladder. As Oba gets sent out. Another back suplex, dropping him on the table. Escobar taking care of Ethan Page. Tricks out of the outside of the brain. Goes on the ladder on Ethan Page. Santos Escobar got the ladder. Can he scale it? He's gonna do it. Escobar claiming. Oh, Donny Dom! Oh my God! The springboard drop kick. The ladder falling right into the face of Santos Escobar. Miles Bond went for goal again. Donny Dom able to counter it. And it's Mysterio backing him up into the corner. Ethan Page back in the ring. Over Femi in the top. Ethan Page sends him down. Holy Miles with a massive neck breaker. Oh, Mysterio sending Ethan Page off the ropes, back and forth action. This has been here tonight. And a clothesline sends him packing on the floor. And Donny Dog gonna send Trick Williams down. Ethan Page, massive shot. And it is Page backing up Mysterio. And now Femi in the outside after Miles Born. Gonna launch Miles right next to that steel chair at ringside. Escobar and Page going back and forth in the ring. Over Femi coming in the ring now. Big shot from Over Femi. Big shot from Santos Escobar. Corner will tie up. Escobar in control now. Dirty Tom, the springboard back elbow stopping in his tracks. And Ethan Page sending Femi down. But hurting himself in the process. Trick Williams now picking up Ethan Page. Escobar and Dirty Dom continue their fight in the corner. Ethan Page sent out of the ring. Santos gonna send Dom out onto the ladder bridge at ringside. And his Miles Bond soaring against the ropes in the corner, taking care of Trick. And Escobar hurt himself in the process as Trick is taking control of that swinging slam dunk neck breaker onto the ladder. Head first went over Femi. Dom with a drop kick. On a Trick Williams, steel chair in hand, and Escobar over the skull with it. Oh baby, Ethan Page no back in. As is Miles Bond. Bond with an uppercut, down goes Escobar. Page with a shot, taking Dirty Dom down. Overhead barrel, a belly by Miles. And Femi with a massive kick. Holy hell. Is Over Femi gonna do it? He sets up the ladder. Femi. It's your time to shine, your time to climb. Trick Williams after Santos Escobar over scaling the ladder here. Over slowly but surely. Getting up that ladder. Donny Dom trying to stop him. Over Femi's right there. Femi's got his hands on the case. Ethan Page gonna stop him with his tracks. But over Femi's right there. Femi's got his hands on it now. Someone trying to stop him and gets taken down by Trick Williams. Now it's Ethan Page with the case in hand. Donny Dom and Escobar pushing the ladder down. Page gonna still got his hands on it. He takes it down. Ethan Page takes the case with him. Page wins it. Page wins the jackpot contract. Oh my, what a stunning ending. What a sudden ending, ladies and gentlemen. Escobar and Dom pushing the ladder out, but Ethan Page still able to take it down with them. And Page has made history tonight, winning the jackpot ladder match and joining Carmelo Hayes, who won it last year on the NXT side of things. Well, congratulations going out to All Ego. What an incredible match to get us started tonight. That was an incredible finish, an incredible result for Page, who is Mr. Jackpot. Oh man, we're never going to hear the end of this for All Ego Ethan Page, who is victorious here tonight. He is your jackpot ladder match winner. He can cash in anytime, anywhere, up to a year. Well, still to come later on. We saw one jackpot ladder match. How about the women's version to come up? It's going to be Sol Ruca, Blake Monroe, Roxanne Perez, Lola Vice, Lash Legend, and La Primera, Stephanie Vaquer. You don't want to miss that, but coming up next, more women's action as the NXT North American title is on the line. As champion Jada Parker makes her first defense of the gold since winning it in a ladder match. She defends against Fatal Influences JC Jane. It's next live at NXT Battleground in Tampa.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the NXT Women's North American Championship.
Thank you, Alicia Taylor. Here we go. All the ladders been cleaned up in an instant. And it is now time for your NXT Women's North American Championship affair. And out first it is the challenger. This match came about because of what happened this past week. What transpired on NXT this past Tuesday night is the challenger coming out alongside her Fatal Influence teammate Fallon Henley to give her some encouragement tonight. Can she snatch the North American title away from Jada Parker and Jada's first offense of the gold? Well, nonetheless, it was this past week on NXT where Jacy Jayne and Jada Parker teamed up in a tag team match to take on Roxanne Perez and Lash Legend. The winning team would get the last 2 spots in the Women's Jackpot Ladder match tonight. As you're aware, Roxanne Perez and Lash Legend won because Jacy Jayne walked out on her tag team partner Jada Parker because she felt that Jada inadvertently knocked her off, purposely knocked her off the apron when running the ropes to perform her finishing blow, the Hypnotic. That was not the case. Jacy fell off the apron when Jada ran the ropes. That is on Jacy, not Jada Parker. Jacy cost Jada an opportunity at the NXT Championship at the Jackpot Ladder match. She cost herself as well by walking out, but could gain herself the NXT Women's North American Championship. But is it brave to pick a fight with Miss Parker? Who knows? This is going to be a fun one here tonight after that cluster of an opener contest. The NXT Jackpot Ladder match, a hell of a lot of fun, but right now it's going to be equally as fun as the Women's North American Championship is up for grabs. Here comes the champion then, folks, and listen to Tampa rock and roll. Live tonight, it's Jacy Jayne's hometown, but it's Jada Parker's first offense of the NXT Women's North American Championship. Miss Parker having a lot of fun with a sold-out crowd in Tampa. Also from Florida. 2 Florida girls battle out tonight in Florida for the NXT Women's North American Gold. It's going to be a fun one, and it's Jada's first offense of the title. Jada Parker defeated Kalani Jordan to qualify for the NXT Women's North American Championship ladder match, which she went on to win, defeating the likes of Julia, Soluka, Blake Monroe, Stephanie Vaquer, and Jordan Grace. Defying the odds as the odd one out in that ladder match, defying the odds, winning the whole thing, becoming the NXT Women's North American Champ. Tonight marks our first defense. Gonna be a tough one against Fatal Influences, Jacy Jayne. Here we go then, man. That right there is what they're bidding for. They're beautiful, prestigious, and coveted NXT Women's North American Championship. Let's head it down to the ring now with the official ring introductions from Alicia Taylor. Thank you, Alicia Taylor. Here we go then. Jada Parker looking ready and is clearly the fan favourite going into this one. Live at Battleground. Cannot wait for this championship affair tonight. Referee assigned the duty for this one is Victoria Jericho. She takes the North American title from Jada Parker. Could be the last time Jada gets to hold it. They'd only have a 0 defense reign. Jacy Jayne could take it right off the bat. Could be a fluke reign for Miss Parker. Nonetheless, here we go then. North American title on the line. Bella's been running, both of them charging at each other. Here we go. Hockey fight right away to start it off. What a bad blood after what transpired this past week on NXT between these two. And a win of a lock-up here. Tense way to start us off in the North American Championship matchup. The first time NXT Women's North American title is defended at an NXT special event. The first time it is defended in general as Jacy Jayne spelling out to the apron. Big forearm by Jacy though. And Jacy Jayne heading up to the top, rolling after that shoot off by Parker. And Jacy Jayne, cross body up the top, title on the line. Well, let's be over in the blink of an eye. Cover 1 count only. Kick out, says referee Victoria Jericho. Jacy Jayne almost had it, but she's showboating. She is dancing, having a lot of fun. You don't want to be doing that when you're in there with Jada Parker. It was cornerable tie-up after cornerable tie-up. Jacy Jayne, big kick out to the midsection. Super kick avoided, kick caught, DDT by Miss Parker. And there's Jada Parker, the champion, taking control here against the challenger JC Jane tonight. Backing up JC. She is dressed in gold. Can she hold gold by the end of the night? JC Jane gets taken out that time up by her hair. By Jada Parker. The Irish whip sent in the corner now. Miss Parker in this North American Championship matchup tonight. Backing up JC Jane and get a clocker here with big shots in the corner. I've seen her do this before. We saw her do this past week on NXT. Here's Parker. Big ass splash in the corner. Right in the midsection of JC Jane in this women's North American title battle. Cover, hook in the leg, shoulders down as Miss Parker is in control, run off to snatch the title and retain it tonight. One count only, says her official. JC Jane now kick out to the hammy multiple times of Jada Parker. And JC super kick right upside the jaw. Jane now kick, DDT of her own. JC Jane taking control now. It's Fallon Henley, her Fatal Influence teammate, looking on at ringside. It's JC running these straight. But I imagine Fallon will have a big part to play in this matchup as well. It's the first time I've seen her this season. Not wrestled just yet, but look at this Fallon. We see her do it now, heading up to the top on the apron and taking the turnbuckle pad off the turnbuckle. And look at this, JC Jane from the outside on the apron as Jada rolled to the floor. Massive forearm by JC. Off the apron, running in and taking down Parker now, holding up her North American title, saying this is going to be mine by the end of the night. Well, Jada Parker going to forearm her for her troubles and send it right out of her hands. What a shot by Parker. And it's the champion. Going to send JC back into the squared circle. Top rope now goes the North American champion. We're going to fly, take out JC Jane, blockbuster nailed it. Jada into the cover. Hook in the leg, shoulders down to retain the title. Will this be enough here? No, still only enough for the counter one that time. Big shot, JC Jane. No, shot in the midsection by Jane. Forearm, knife edge, big super kick by JC. Oh, what a big boot. Bicycle boot, JC Jane into the cover. Shoulders down. Oh no, only enough for one. Busts are wide open though, I believe. Might be seeing blood right now as Jada Parker. The champion getting rocked by Jane of Fatal Influence. Knife edge chop, no block. Jada Parker now going to catch her. And now it's Jada Parker. Back up, big slam down. She goes. Scored, Buster in the cover. And the referee Victoria Jericho to distract the turnbuckle pad. 1, 2. What about a 2 count anyway? Kick out by JC Jane. Jada Parker not happy. Trying to get the referee's attention and trying to get Fallon Henley to back off in this contest. But look at this. Too busy showboat and JC Jane going to make her pay for it. Running neck breaker by the challenger. Top rope now goes JC. We're going to fly and take her out. Center. Nicely done. Into the cover. Hook in the leg. Shoulder down. Will it be enough for the championship here? Scoring 2 and a kick out by Jada Parker. A powerful kick out. Getting that shoulder off the canvas here was JC Jane. Or was Jada Parker rather. JC's got to keep her foot on the gas pedal. Stay on the champion. And gonna take her down with that Uranagi slam there. Missing that setting senton. Onto Jada. And now it's Jada Parker picking her up. And now it's Parker running in. Got her with a backstabber. Or a backbreaker rather. Look at that, just wrenching away. And bending the body of JC Jane. JC now retreating into the corner. Jada Parker sets her up on the corner. Big kick away from JC Jane. And it's JC with the knife edge chop. And JC with his backhands off the ropes. Jane, that knee strike we saw this past week with NXT. JC Jane out of the cover for the Women's North American Championship. Scoring 2 on Parker, who stays alive. What a great fight from these two here tonight. It's Jada Parker still in this one, but a big shot to the leg and a go for a submission here. Boston Crab by JC Jane. Boston Crab for the championship on the line. Jada Parker screaming, writhing in agony. Nowhere to go. Here's Jane's got that half crab cinched in. And a JC Jane gonna get dropped flat on her face, courtesy of Jada Parker. Big forearms by Jada. More forearms by Jada. Big kick, no cut. JC Jane able to swing away the leg. Another rolling encore. The disc gets forearm smashed. The cover. We're gonna have a new champion crown. Hook in the leg. Shoulders down. Scoring 2. On a kick out by Jada Parker. What the hell was Fallon Henley doing getting into the ring that second? She was maybe celebrating prematurely. A little too early getting in there. It ain't over yet. Into the second corner. Avoided again by Jada Parker. Parker kick to the midsection of Jane. And now gonna hit her. Bump. Handle. Slam. Cover. Hook in the leg. Shoulders down. Will it be enough to retain the gold? Center of the ring. Shoulders down. Scoring 2 now. Jane, another powerful near fall. What a fight these two women bring in their A game. And this North American Championship clash. Sent into the corner now this time is Jada Parker. It's JCJ by Jada Parker, and Parker with a big knee in the corner. Fallon Henley trying to get the crowd on the side of Jane, but it didn't really work at all. Look at that boot! What a discus spinning boot by JCJ, and there's that senton connecting. And there's a second one now. JCJ getting a forward momentum, picking her up the vertical base. JCJ, pole breaker! Out of the cover, shoulders down, dead on the line. That may do it. There's 2! No! Parker's still alive on JC. You see her now, getting visibly frustrated, but trying not to let that slow her down. Into the corner goes Jada Parker. This championship match progressing at a hot and heavy pace tonight. Live in Tampa, Florida. JCJ's hometown. She wants that homecoming moment, but Jada Parker clearly the favourite. Even though it's Tampa, and Jada Parker gonna send her out, hitting her in the midsection multiple times, setting her out against the corner ropes here. Jada Parker, top rope, oh goodness! JC the world a hurt there! Right in the midsection goes the ass of the champ, cover, hook in the leg, shoulders down to retain, scoring 2, no, and JC surviving it! How the hell is JC finding the intestinal fortitude to stay alive? After JC Jane rocked to that time, but Jada Parker getting the crowd on her side. JC though from behind, shoulders down, penny predicament, bridging through to steal the championship, scoring 2, says the official, and a kick out by Parker. Oh, what a fight. It's still continuing. Parker trying to grab her. JC Jane with kicks to the hammy. Time and time again at Jada that time. And there's a knee fist, chops to the right back fist, and shot off the ropes. JC Jane closing in on victory. Knee, strike again, come on. 2, 3, no! Only 2 again, says Victoria Jericho. JC can't believe her eyes. Oh, but JC looking to put this one up past just now. Jane rolling on corner, avoided by Parker, and Parker now taking the right shoulder tackle. But look at this, Fallon Henley getting in the face of the champion, distracting Jada Parker. JC Jane may capitalise, rolling on core. Second time of the match, cover, hook in the leg, shoulders down. This may do no champion turn, no. Jada gets her hand on the bottom rope. Great veteran instinct, courtesy of Parker, and incredible ring awareness by the champion. Kneeing right, the skull of Jada Parker, the skull of JC Jane, kick to the midsection now, and a Falcon Arrow by the champion as this war is continuing to brew tonight. Oh, mate, getting saved by the ropes with Jada that time, but JC might be in a world of hurt now. The move that started the full thing, the hip, now by Parker. Cover, hook in the leg, shoulders down to retain, will that be enough? There's 2, she got her. Jada retains, and a hell of a women's North American title battle tonight. The first time the North American title been defended, history's been made, and it's Jada Parker retaining, getting her first official defense against JC Jane. But what a fight. I thought it was over right there, but Jada Parker getting her hand on the bottom rope and then hitting the maneuver that started this whole rivalry. The hypnotic that JC Jane thought knocked her off the apron intentionally. Wasn't the case, but intentionally knocking out Jane tonight, allowing Parker to retain the North American gold. What a hell of a win for Jada Parker. Building momentum and retaining her championship for the first official time. Will there be much more celebration for Parker to come as champion as the busted open champ retains tonight? Well, still to come, we got another huge women's matchup on the cards as the NXT women's titles up for grabs. The champ Tiffany Stratton defends against the beautiful Madness Julia, the #1 contender. Gonna be a fun one later on tonight at Battleground. But up next, it is now time for the NXT Tag Team titles to be up for grabs. Penta and Rey Fenix, the Lucha Brothers, the #1 contenders after winning the NXT Dusty Road Tag Team Classic they get the shot of the gold against the champions Bruce and Julius and the Creed brothers.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the NXT Tag Team Championship.
Thank you, make room. Here we go. Tag team titles on the line at Battleground, and out first, and is the challengers. After winning the entirety of the first ever Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, these two men will challenge for the NXT Tag Gold. And out first, the man with no fear, Cero Miedo, the extraordinary luchador, Penta. Penta looking for a fight tonight. It was in the first round of the NXT Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic where Penta and Phoenix were able to knock off Angel and Berto of Los Lotharios. Then in the second round, in the semi-final stages, they defeated Ethan Page and Grayson Waller. Page now, of course, NXT's Mr. Money in the Bank, Mr. Jackpot, after winning the opener earlier on tonight. And then in the finals, just 2 weeks ago on NXT, they defeated the no longer team of Santos Escobar and Dragon Lee after Santos turned his back on Dragon this past week on NXT after qualifying for the Jackpot ladder match. Turned out he'd done that for no reason because he didn't even end up winning the match. So that should have backfired on him entirely. But here comes the tag partner of Penta, the brother of the extraordinary luchador, the man who is extraordinary in his own right, and Nemo Rey Fenix, the current AAA Cruiserweight champion down in Mexico. Well, tonight he looks to add more gold to his repertoire alongside his brother Penta and looks to become the NXT Tag Team Champions. The Lucha Brothers, been incredible. They both won their singles match debuts, and ever since they both started teaming up together once again. And now they are the number one contenders for the NXT titles. They could very easily become the NXT champions tonight, but let's not overlook the champions, the Creed brothers, Bruce and Julius. Had 2 successful defenses of the titles thus far against the likes of Fraxium and the Psycho Creatures of Mr. Iguana and Psycho Clown. But right now, it is Dragon Lee looking for a fight, and this is going to be an incredible one tonight at Battleground. If you love tag team wrestling, you are going to love this one. Tag team titles. 2 of the best teams on the planet today, squaring off for the prestigious tag gold of the black and silver brands. Penta's out here, as has his tag partner and brother Rey Fenix. Now it's time to get the tag team champions here. And here we go then. Listen to the mixed reception from the audience in Tampa. They love and adore Penta and Phoenix. But for these two, I'm not too sure. Brutus and Julius, the Creed brothers, representing American made as well, with Ivy Nail down here on NXT. The tag team champions. We've not seen them in a while. Ever since they defended against the Psycho Creatures, they have been nowhere to be seen in NXT. Just sit back on the sidelines and watching the entirety of the NXT Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. You can imagine this might favour the Creed brothers, as Penta and Phoenix went through the entire tournament, went through 3 grueling matches to become number 1 contenders. Whereas Brutus and Julius, they have done nothing for the past month. Not had a single tag match or even singles victory. So they got to be so fresh going into their title defense, but they cannot overlook the challengers here tonight. It's going to be a fun one at Battleground, man. Tampa going to be on their feet all match long. They've been on their feet all night long, and that's going to keep going here in this incredible tag team bout. All about the beautiful and prestigious NXT Tag Team Championships, which we see right there as we now head it down to the ring for the official ring introductions from Mr. Mike Rowe.
Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 409 pounds. Penta and Phoenix, the Luchadors. And their opponents at a combined weight of 495 pounds. The NXT Tag Team Champions, Brutus and Julius, the
Thank you, Mike Rome. The Creed brothers have held the NXT Tag Team Championships for an impressive 223 days, but only had 2 defenses in that time, of course, because of the break we took between the end of last season and the beginning of this one. So, the Creed brothers isn't really as impressive as it seems. But if they can beat the Lucha Brothers, that is very impressive tonight. So you see the official was saying the duties for this one, Mr. Derek Sanders, hoisting up both NXT Tag Team titles. As it's going to be Penta and Julius Creed getting things started in this Tag Team Championship contest. Here we go then. Match up on the way. Tag goal. It's on the line as Julius Creed just knee in the face of the extraordinary Luchador to get it started. Massive shot by Creed. And now it's Julius with a shotgun up against the ropes here. Now trying to isolate Penta right off the bat here. Look at this. A belly overhead throw, sending Phoenix to the outside. Or sorry, sending Penta to the outside. And bringing Phoenix back into the ring the hard way. My goodness, Julius Creed, a one-man wrecking crew with a dive. And attack Penta, but he missed. Unreal. And then Penta, maybe going to show him how it's done here. Oh, Julius Creed still on the low side, and Penta taking flight. Tope gone hero by the extraordinary Luchador. My goodness, Julius trying to fly with that rope assisted Tope con hero. Penta got one of his own. And now it's Penta. Gonna send Creed back into the ring, going on the apron now, looking at diving attack him. Oh, big shot there from Penta. And Penta with a crossbody springboard style cover for the championship. 2 count kick out. Already getting a 2 in this championship contest tonight. And Julius maybe wanting to make a tag here. Penta too busy gloating, and here comes Brutus. And Brutus now with a jawbreaker on Penta. And it's hands down Penta this time. And look at that. Got a big cannonball sent on by Brutus Creed. The big heavyweight of the Creed brothers now going to pick up Penta. Oh God, a big time powerbomb that time. Into the cover, shoulders down, stacking him up, kick out at once as Derek Sanders are official. Here in this NXT Tag Team title affair. And Penta, look at that, running in. Hurricane Runner tag, and comes Rey Phoenix. And it's Phoenix now, rolling in. My goodness, Phoenix is on fire. Brutus Creed is terrified. Tag. Here comes Penta back in. Frequent tags from the challengers. Tag once again comes Phoenix. Double team offense into the corner. Penta, look at that. Package pound driver. Super kick combination on Brutus Creed. Rey Phoenix on fire now. Phoenix legal. Springboard moonsault by the incredible Phoenix cover. Look at the leg. Shoulders down from the NXT Tag Team Champion Brutus kicking out. And the AAA Cruiserweight champ now on fire here in this one, on fuego. Here the next super kick right against the jaw that time. And now it's Phoenix runs in, and Phoenix hits scissors takedown by the incredibly angelic and acrobatic Rey Phoenix. But Brutus Creed and a pound stomp. Oh, and a vicious pounce by Brutus, and making the way on the attack on Julius Creed. And Phoenix right there, right after Julius. Knee face job after knee face job. Big smack going up against the ropes. And what the hell Rey Phoenix thinking? Gonna send Julius Creed to the outside and maybe looking to take flight here and fly. Oh goodness. Julius and trouble is Phoenix with a tope con hilo over the top rope. Listen to this place in Tampa coming unglued. Chanting, this is awesome indeed it is. Here tonight at Battleground. Phoenix into the ring, man. Maybe looking to fly off the apron. It's Julius Creed too busy showboating and gloating, but there's Rey Phoenix over the referee. Dove over Derek Sanders, hitting a springboard drop kick now off the rope. Looking around inside, Gary no avoided by Julius Creed, and Creed catching with a big flash knee strike. Julius Creed caught him there. Big waist lock, go behind forearm that time in the lower back of Phoenix, and now Irish Whip sends him into the corner making a tag. In comes Brother Brutus. Double team offense now from the Tag Team Champions. As Brutus Creed gonna get him with a takedown. A big knee over to Julius, who's knee in hand. And a knee by Brutus. And another one by Julius. Gonna get these men out the ring. Julius gotta get out. Brutus is the legal man, and Brutus now sending Phoenix out by his boot and beating his chest like a trumpet tag. Here's Penta. Forearm by Brutus. Penta fighting back with kicks out to the hammies now. Oh, Brutus Creed. Penta flying, look at that! Oh, went for the whisper in the wind, but it bounces as it's Brutus Creed now. A big clubbing blow to the back, gonna stop Penta in his tracks. And a big shot on a Penta here in this Tag Team Championship match. Brutus Creed, oh, sent on the avoided. Knees up by Penta. Ready to back that time with a Penta. Big kick on a Brutus Creed. Who can have it? Penta driver nailed it. Cover. Shoulders down. Oh no, that's Julius Creed making a save. Julius saving his tag team partner with his brother here. As these two brothers teams battling out today for the tag team gold. Look at that toe bacon. He'll send Julius out as well. Once again, he's already done that. Top rope now. Over there, look at Brutus Creed gonna stop him, and Brutus Creed sends him out. Oh man. Brutus now in control. Irish whip. Gonna send Penta. In the corner, tag made, in comes Julius. Double team once again, overhead build, belly by Creed. Inside, trouble standing, shooting star press by Julius. Cover, look at the legs, shoulders down, Ray Phoenix making the save. I don't know if Penta needed to be saved that time, but he's clearly hot in the midsection. Ray Phoenix now getting sent to the outside of the ring by Julius. Tag team war wages on. Of course, Money in the Bank coming your way tomorrow night on the main roster side of things. You don't want to miss that as Penta. Code red on Julius. Penny predicament. Titles on the line. There's 2 now. Just a kick out. Just a 2 that time. Courtesy of Julius. Tag. Ray Phoenix now back into the swing of things. Phoenix now running in. Phoenix. Clothesline sends him to the outside of the ring. My days, Julius spent more time on the outside than he has on the inside of that spinning tornado by Phoenix. Slingshot corkscrew crossbody by Ray. And now it's Phoenix going to send Julius Creed, at least trying to send him back in the ring, but Brutus's boots getting in the way that time. Knife edge shot. Oh, there's one right back for you. And now it's Julius Creed going to send Ray Phoenix into the ring. Julius Creed able to get to the upper hand here. End of the top rope now is Creed. Ray Phoenix down on the mat, getting to his feet now. Dirk Sanders looking on. And that's tag team matchup. Oh, double axe handle by Julius. Julius, big shots now. Backing up Phoenix. Massive forearms and right hands. Kick to the midsection. There's that fast style knee as well. Once again, tag Brutus legal. And now look at that running sent on by Creed. And the cover. Will it be enough to retain the NXT Tag Team titles? Oh, only one that time, says Derek Sanders. Ray Phoenix gets the shoulder up once again. And then Phoenix runs back in. And a clothesline on the floor. Man, this is incredible. Ray Phoenix been flying all over the place. That's going to continue. The robot sent the top a tornado. Well, this is what NXT is all about. NXT special events never disappoint, ladies and gentlemen. Ray Phoenix sends Brutus Creed in the ring. Springboard frog splash. Phoenix floating over. And the corner caught him right in the back that time. Look at the legs. Shoulders down. New tag team champions now. Brutus powers out. Oh, what a fight, man. And Ray Phoenix off, super kick avoided. Brutus Creed, big right hand. Creed backing up Phoenix. Uh-oh, the torture rack and a slam down goes Ray to cover. Look at the leg, shoulders to retain. The NXT Tag Team titles coming to. This time it's Phoenix getting the shoulder off. What a fight, man. Still rolling on as this Tag Team Championship matchup tonight at NXT Battleground. Ray Phoenix counters out the corner. And it's Ray Phoenix. What the hell is he doing here? Oh my goodness, what an incredible invented drop kick by Ray. And Ray Phoenix is on fire tonight, man. Ray Phoenix, where's he going? Uh-oh. Look at that, there's that rope kick. That spin kick by Ray. Against the ropes now goes Brutus Creed. Oh, Brutus with a big elbow. And Brutus running shoulder tackle on a Ray Phoenix. Brutus Creed getting that separation, making the tag back out. In comes Julius Creed. Julius and Phoenix. Now the legal man, and look at what a forearm by Julius. Stop moving out the way. No, missing that shot. Big overhand shot. No, countered. Oh, big shot by Brutus. And Julius down from behind. Schoolboy on Phoenix. Shoulders down. Penny predicament. Scoring 2 of the roll up and a kick out by Ray Phoenix. Close my STO. Thought it was a clothesline at first. Then turned into an STO. Phoenix though. Rolling Hurricane Runner. Oh, and Brutus with another cheap shot, and Phoenix gonna send them off the apron. Ray Phoenix gonna send Julius in the corner. There's a spinning kick against the ropes. Phoenix kick out to the knee. Shoulders down, what we have new tag team champions, penny predicament 2. No, kick out. British Creed also trying to make the save, but running at that time by Rey Fenix. Uh-oh, in the corner. He don't want to be there. Tag, here comes Penta. Double team, backstabber by the Lucha Brothers. Penta looking for victory. No, Julius able to stop him. And there's Julius Creed backing up Penta. Look at this. Oh, the roll through. And the Creed clothesline. Sliding line cover. Champs to retain. Look at the leg. Shooting down. Alexander's taking his time to get in a position. And Rey Fenix making the save. And Julius Peston sends him down. Julius Creed, big overhand shot. Big right hand, no block. Penta runs out Mexican Destroyer nowhere. Folds him like an accordion. New champions. 2. No! Kick out by Creed somehow. Oh, I thought that was a close call there. I thought that was your lot tonight. Mexican Destroyer, not enough for the 3 just yet. It's Rey Fenix now. On the outside, back in the apron, wanting that time, but right now it's Julius Creed gonna send Penta out of back in the hard way. And now it's Julius Creed, sends him right back out again. Big shot, no block. On Penta back into the ring. And now it's Penta, springboard, tornado DDT. Penta, tag, Phoenix back in. Phoenix wanted the tag back in. Here comes Animo now. And it's Rey. Oh, the super kick caught by Julius Creed. Julius, pick up. Look at Creed. Incredible slam. Oh, and Penta getting knocked off the apron. A cheap shot by Julius. It's Julius now. Oh, that corner. The hell's he thinking on Rey Fenix? Sends him up to that tippy top. What an incredible tag match this has been. And look at this. A German suplex off the middle rope by Julius. My goodness, listen to this place, chat. This is Osman. Did it as his Penta once again knocked off the apron. Julius, top rope, that Creed to retain that tag team. Gold shooting. Star press off that top cover on Rey. Scores 2. Shoulders down and a kick out at 2. What a battle! Rey Fenix still got the intestinal fortitude to stay alive tonight at Battleground. It's fitting this show's called Battleground because this is a battle. Both teams are hella grounded tonight. As Rey Fenix gonna send Brutus into the corner. Tag. Here's Penta. Oh, that double team backstabber again by the Lucha Brothers and nailing it. Man, oh man, the big stomp. Penta flying in the springboard all over the wall on Brutus. Holy hell. Penta tag back in. It's Phoenix. A lot of tags out of the challengers tonight. It might be a smart strategy. Maybe a great way to go about a springboard. Phoenix splash by Rey Fenix. Holy hell, Rey Fenix is going to secure the tag titles for the Lucha Brothers right here. Bruce is hurting. Bruce in the corner. Rey now. Got him up. Mexican. Muscle Buster. Shut down. Heading for Dagger. This is no Julius saving it. If Julius didn't there, we would have had new NXT Tag Team Champions. No doubt about it. Oh, big shot, no block. Julius. Oh, big shot, no counter. Brutus Creed sends him out. Brutus and Phoenix are legal. Brutus Creed is up to the tippy top rope. High red district right here. Here comes Brutus with a Brutus ball on Rey Fenix. He counted both shot. Brutus cover, hook in the leg, shoulders done with retain. Penta making a save before the official Derek Sanders. Gonna make his hand on the mat to begin his count. Tag. Julius back in. It's Julius and Phoenix. Phoenix able to get a swing and a miss, a counter. Rey Fenix, oh god, gonna fold up. Like in a corner with the Mexican Destroyer. Julius has already been hit with one of those tonight by Penta. Speaking of, here back in comes the extraordinary luchador. What a piece of Julius Creed. Big right hand. Penta, second time of the match. Penta driver. We're gonna see new tag team champions. No, it's Brutus making a save again. We start off with the original 2 men. Let's start off the match, Penta and Julius. We're back at that right now, potentially the closing moments of this one. You've got to imagine it could be over at any moment now. It's Julius, shot after shot, forearm after forearm, and a clothesline, and a massive knee. Oh God, it's all business now for Julius Creed. Penta's been rocked. on the outside. The hell is Julius Creed thinking here? Man, Penta's in trouble. On the apron, is Julius going to bring him right back in there the hard way? Yes, he is! That's insane! What power out of Julius Creed! As long as this matchup is rolled on. He's going to be feeling fatigued now. But that was an incredible last burst of energy. Ray Phoenix sent out of the ring. Off the apron, tag made, Penta legal with Brutus Creed, and look at this, the Brutus full double team by the Creed. Looking to retain. Brutus legal and out of the cover. Hooking the legs, shoulders down, Penta could be out of it. This is it, no, Phoenix back in it, want to make the save. Phoenix, where the hell did he come from? Oh, Brutus is pissed, and Brutus sends Phoenix back in the hard way. And look at this. A massive suplex that time. My goodness. Penta with a smack, and Penta makes like a destroyer on Brutus. Cover. The tag team champs Julius Creed again. Holy hell, what a fight. Massive knee by Julius Creed. And look at this. Oh, another massive knee. My days. Penta's passed, and Penta got him again. Tope. Holy smokes. Penta, back in, oh there's Brutus, no, forearm counter. Irish Whip gonna send him in a corner. Penta's got him, tag made, Phoenix legal, this is it, could be the end game right here for Brutus. Package super kick by Phoenix. There goes Julius off the apron. This is gonna be your moment. For the tag team champions to be done here in all the forearm. Brutus back in. What an incredible matchup here tonight at NXT Battleground. Phoenix Irish Whip sends him into the corner now, and Brutus now in trouble. Tag made, Penta legal back, second destroyer. Oh, Brutus, that's gotta be it. 2, 3, we have new NXT Tag Team Champions. What a hell of a fight tonight. At NXT Battleground is the 223-day reign of Julius Creed has now not just Julius and Brutus Creed. The Creed brothers have now officially come to an end with their 2 successful defenses as tag champs as Phoenix and Penta take the gold today after winning the inaugural NXT Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. They make history by doing that and now becoming the brand new NXT Tag Team Champions. They have taken NXT by storm as soon as they have arrived, and there is the finishing blow right there as Phoenix looked on in the corner. Penta with a Mexican Destroyer for new NXT Tag Champ. But what a hell of a match, what a hell of a win for your brand new NXT Tag Team Champions. And the crowd rejoiced tonight in Tampa. Penta and Phoenix, the Lucha Brothers, won the championships as the show rolls on tonight at Battleground. We're still to come tonight at Battleground, your main event tonight for the NXT Championship. Ilya Dragunov, the challenger, challenging the champion Austin Theory. What a hell of a main event that's going to be. They faced off before last season. That's going to be your main event later on tonight. But coming up next, Javon Evans going to be hosting a Cruiserweight Championship Open Challenge. Who's going to answer the call for his Cruiserweight title? Who's going to answer the call from the young OG? We find out next at NXT Battleground. Wait a minute, folks. Did I just hear Alicia Taylor say this is a triple threat match for the NXT Cruiserweight Championship? Is there 2 challengers tonight for the young OG? Well, nonetheless, you're going to have to wait and see. But here comes the champion, Javon Evans. At one point was undefeated. Now he has lost 1 match. That 1 loss came against Dirty Dominic Mysterio in a non-title match. For Dom to qualify in a jackpot ladder match that we saw earlier on tonight. Of course, he wasn't victorious in that one, but surely he's going to get a future opportunity at the Cruiserweight title if Javon is to retain tonight. And that's open challenge triple threat.
From Greensboro, North Carolina, weighing in at 180 pounds, the NXT Cruiserweight Champion,
Javon has had 3 successful defenses thus far of his NXT Cruiserweight Championship and has 82-day reign as the Cruiserweight Champ. Could be even longer if Javon has to get his 4th successful defense of the championship tonight. He debuted in NXT by defeating Dragon Lee to become the Cruiserweight Champ. But let's see who's accepted the challenge tonight. Part of this is a triple threat. Who's the first of 2 challengers? And okay, this is going to be a fun Cruiserweight title encounter. Here comes one of the challengers. The Spanish sensation, Axiom. Axiom going to give Javon Evans a run for his money tonight. And this Cruiserweight Championship tussle. These two never faced off before. It's the first time it's going to go down. It's going down at Battleground.
representing Axiom from Madrid, Spain, weighing in at 154 pounds, Axiom!
Javon Evans, like I was saying, defeated Dragon Lee in his debut in the first ever episode of NXT this season to become the new Cruiserweight Champion when he answered Dragon's Open Challenge. So now Javon is hosting an Open Challenge. It came back to bite Dragon Lee in the ass. Will it bite Javon in the ass here in this one? As this is clearly not a one-on-one match. It's a triple threat for the Cruiserweight title. Javon's other defenses came against Nathan Frazier and El Hijo del Vikingo. Let's see who is the other man. And that's triple threat matchup. And wait a minute, Axiom's coming out here for a Cruiserweight title showdown. But this man's already had an opportunity at the Cruiserweight title. Is he trying to take Axiom's thunder? And of course his tag team partner of Axiom, Nathan Frazier. He's won another shot.
The challenger, representing Axiom from Jersey, the Channel Islands, weighing in at 182 pounds, Nathan Frazier!
Well, Javon Evans has retained the title against Nathan Frazier before. And now that Axiom wants an opportunity at the Cruiserweight title, Nathan Frazier's going to put his nose in, get involved, and try and take the title in a triple threat match where Javon doesn't have to be pinned or submitted to lose his title. Well, here we go then. Javon, the odds are stacked against you. Is that right there is on the line? The beautiful, prestigious, and coveted NXT Cruiserweight Championship of the World. So here we go then. The ring introductions have been set. Javon Evans, the champ, defending against Open Challenge answers of Axiom and Nathan Frazier. For Axiom wanting the title. Only one can get it. Bell has been wrong and Axiom going straight for Frazier. And look at that European uppercut on his tag partner, and turns the attention now. Turns the attention on Javon Evans, who gets Axiom with a DDT. Running in now, a running knee on Nathan Frazier. Referee Chip Danning, the official for this one, is Javon wheelbarrow stunner on Axiom that time. Evans off the ropes, big splash on Axiom. And then Frazier wants a piece of his tag team partner. Big kick that time. And then Frazier, big kick on the young OG Javon Evans. Will his 82-day reign continue here? And after wait and see is right now Nathan Frazier on the outside. And a drop kick out and hitting hard on the floor. My goodness. And Axiom coming in with a kendo stick. But now it's Nathan Frazier. Gonna form it out of his hand. Back and forth though. Axiom sends Frazier out of the corner. What's Axiom thinking here? Oh, big form on the lower back. There's Axiom now. Setting him up. Javon Evans getting a steel chair and a cheeky Nando's kick by Axiom. Kicking. Javon Evans by the ropes. And what the hell is Axiom thinking here? Oh, look at this. Look at this incredible athleticism from Axiom. A hurricane run. Incredible. There's Nathan Frazier missing that shot. Axiom looking to fly. Oh, missing the Arabian press moonsault, landing right on that steel chair, and Frazier going to make him pay for it with a knee strike to the face. And there's a running knee strike by Javon Evans on Nathan Frazier. Evans now looking to fly top rope, taking out Axiom. Javon taking flight, taking the fight to both his challengers tonight. And now it's Evans on the apron, springboard clothesline on Frazier. Axiom back in, cornerable tie up. Nathan Frazier is rolling out, and now it's Axiom getting nailed with a brain buster. And now it's Axiom down and out, and Frazier getting hit with that wheelbarrow stunner. Steel chair by Evans, hitting Axiom in the back with it, and again. And a third time, and Axiom hurting. And there's Nathan Frazier getting caught with it over the head, and the corner moving out the way. Nathan, and going to take the chair from him that time. And now it's Frazier, big shot lower back, nice shot in the head, nice best shot by Frazier, another big shot, and now it's Nathan Frazier doing his thingy. Wow, what a combination on the cruiserweight champ, and a running sling blade on Axiom. Nathan Frazier, top rope, Axiom in trouble, swanton bomb by Frazier, cover, will he be the new cruiserweight champ? 2 count, kick out by Axiom, says the official Chip Dannon. In this Cruiserweight Championship clash. Baseball back into the ring. Standing shooting star press. The champ now hitting Frazier over the head in the midsection. And there's a shot to the knee. And again a shot to the head. And now it's Axiom getting hit with a baseball bat shots multiple times. Courtesy of Javon Evans. Just launched it at him in the waiting for him to get to his feet. Here comes the young OG. Oh, where was he going there? Axiom. Maybe looking to take advantage after that. He just dropped right on the steel chair. Axiom now go behind. Poison runner. Speaking evidence on his head. But there's Nathan Frazier with a chop block on Axiom. Top rope. Frazier now looking to fly. Frog splash on his tag. Team partner. Evans putting Frazier, taking him out. And now it's Axiom down on the canvas. Evans want to take out Frazier, missing the mark, inside going, missing the mark that time. It's Frazier off the ropes, and out Javon Evans with a red dot. Oh man, and what an incredible cruiserweight title match this has been, man. This is what the cruiserweight division's all about, and that boy is bouncing with Axiom with a kendo stick over the head of the cruiserweight champ, and launching an arm that time, and Axiom running time with a drop kick. Going on an elbow, Nathan Frazier grabs him front face lock. No, Axiom fighting out of it. Javon Evans on the outside, and now it's Axiom grabbing Nathan Frazier against the ropes. What's Axiom thinking here? Oh, we saw this earlier, but this time, ended a freaking DDT! And Javon's perched on the top rope, and Evans, didn't get all of it with a diving leg drop on Axiom, enough to take him down, but hurting himself in the process. All 3 men are down. What a scintillating cruiserweight title match. Now it's Evans to his feet, stomping away on both as challengers. Javon Evans, moonsault out of the corner. Evans. And now Evans looking forward again, and there's a second one on Nathan Frazier out of the cover. Look at the legs, shoulders down, well this be enough for Evans to retain the title of pin Frazier again. He's already been in singles action before. And a kick out by Frazier that time at 2. Axiom comes a golden ratio! Oh man, they're covering the champ, and there's Nathan Frazier saving him. Frazier saving the day, drop kick that time, missing it. Didn't get all of it. Enough to lock Axiom, and now it's Nathan Frazier grabbing Axiom. What the hell's Frazier thinking? Got him against the ropes here, Axiom in trouble. Uh-oh, gonna send him to the outside. Nathan Frazier got that look in his eye. Look at that flying, taking a tag. Team partner, Tope Carnilo. If Axiom and Frazier were smart, they double team Evans. So it come down to those two for the Cruiserweight Championship. You gotta isolate the champion. Nonetheless, Axiom taking out on the floor, and it's Nathan Frazier. Gonna try and send the young OG, the champion, back out of the ring here. He does do that. The stomp by Nathan Frazier on the leg of his tag team partner. Nathan now gonna dive in, springboard on the champion, drop kick, laying him out. Axiom back in, sling blade by Nathan Frazier. And now it's Nathan looking to take advantage against the NXT Cruiserweight Champion of the world. Can he become the new champ? Gonna send him into the corner here. Nathan Frazier. Big shot now on the young OG. Gonna roll through. Cruiserweight crown on the line for Frazier here. Superplex, nice. And it was Frazier. Dropped on that crucifix. Big slam that time. Corkscrew suplex. Breaking it up that time. There's Nathan Frazier as Axiom went for the pin. Frazier now. Neck breaker. Fraser's got the opportunity here. Axiom right back to his feet. Big kick caught. Fraser super kick, didn't get all of it. Axiom knee face chop. Big kick to midsection. Next knee and another next knee strike. Axiom into the cover, shoots the half, hooks the leg, shoulders down. Evans back into the ring, making the save here at this one. Forearm no blocked. Axiom corner will tie up once again. Off the ropes goes Javon Evans, German prison suplex. Oh, you cover him when your tag partner's right there. And in a tag match, he ain't helping you get the pin. He's trying to hinder you from doing that. And now it's Nathan Fraser, top rope. Javon Evans in trouble. Frog splash to the back of Evans. Oh my goodness. And here comes Nathan Fraser, swanton bomb in the back. Cover on the champ, hooks the leg, shoulder down, will we have a new 1, 2, no! Kick out by Javon, Axiom back in, overhead shot now on Nathan Fraser, pick the champ up, big boot though from Nathan Fraser, Fraser slang, blade on Axiom. Evans got Nathan against the ropes, a big elbow drop that time, and a running Hurricane Runner on to Fraser. Now looking at maybe try and pull Axiom away. Fraser on the outside. Javon Evans running in, heading to the top rope. Double axe handle by the cruiserweight champion of the world. And then Javon, look at that diamond and taking out Nathan Fraser. For the tope, over the top rope of the young OG. And then it's Evans, looking at him and taking, oh what a running drop kick by Javon. This is an incredible battle. And it was Javon Evans looking to put Axiom away. Double jump. OG Cutter, no, avoided by Axiom. Axiom moved out of the way. Fraser on the apron. Super kick by Axiom. Golden ratio. Cover. No, breaking it up with Fraser. No, he didn't break it up. Two, not a kick out by Evans. He missed the springboard elbow drop, did Nathan Fraser. Almost allowing Axiom to win the title, but luckily for Nathan, it was a kick out by Fraser. The kick out by Evans, and now it's Evans and Fraser going at it. Now Javon, springboard, went for the cutter, moving out the way. Went for a springboard stunner rather. Now it's Axiom letting up Nathan, and Axiom into an armbar. You've got to imagine if either member of Axiom won, the other one should be happy for the other. They are a team at the end of the day. They should be happy for the other to win the cruiserweight title. Nonetheless, Axiom getting laid out. Big counter back and forth goes Javon Evans and Nathan Fraser in the corner. Look at this from Javon Evans. A thing of beauty from the young OG Evans. Double jump. There's that splash out of the corner. A spiral tap type maneuver. And now it's Axiom. Kendo second hand. Hurricane running by Javon Evans. And now Javon going to send Nathan Fraser up and out of the ring here. Axiom on the inside. Javon maybe looking to put away Axiom. Javon now. Oh, the cutter! Nowhere that time. Big time cutter by the young OG. And Evans maybe hyping him up, looking for another one here. On to Axiom, and he nailed it. Another cutter shades the light by Randy Orton, covered by Evans. Look at the leg, shoulders down, scoring two Fraser there, but he can't make it in time as Evans retains the NXT Cruiserweight title in this triple threat match. I believe the referee chipped down and got knocked out there by Fraser, who tried to break up the count, but they're already hitting three. And Evans able to continue his 82-day reign as the NXT Cruiserweight Champion of the world. What a fight here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. What a Cruiserweight Championship affair. As Axiom and Fraser both brought it, but this was it right here. No OG cutter, just a single old cutter. A simple old cutter connecting. Two, in fact, on Axiom at the end of the matchup. Securing Evans the win and retaining his title.
Here is your winner, and still the NXT Cruiserweight Champion, Evans.
Leaving all the bump on the road for Evans. Missed out on him being a part of the NXT Jackpot ladder match. He's still victorious and still has the Cruiserweight title around his shoulder. And you've got to imagine Dirty Dom got to be next in line for that gold. Can't wait for that one, but congratulations everyone for the huge win here tonight. Massive win for Javon, but still to come tonight. Bronson Reed has an open challenge match for the NXT North American Championship. Who's going to accept that? Who's stepping up to the big Aussie? Good luck to you, whoever it is. That's later on tonight, but up next, folks, it is now time for the Women's Jackpot Ladder Match. So, Ruka, Blake Monroe, Lash Legend, Lola Vice, Roxanne Perez, and Stephanie Vaquero all collide next for the opportunity to win the contract and cash in any place, any time for up to 1 year. Here we go. Tampa, Florida on their feet for this one as here comes a massive fan favourite and one of the favourites to win the entire thing tonight. It's Sol Ruka.
Is a tables, ladders, and chairs match. Making her way to the ring from Honolulu, Hawaii,
So Ruka defeated her good friend Zarya to qualify and get a spot into this NXT Jackpot Ladder Match tonight. She was in a ladder match before. It was the NXT North American Championship ladder match, which she failed to become the inaugural champion. That honour and privilege, of course, went to Jada Parker, who we saw earlier tonight retain the NXT Women's North American title in a great matchup in her first defence against JC Jane of Fatal Influence. But tonight could be Sol Ruka's night. She's 0-1 in ladder matches, but can she make it 1-on-1 and become Miss Jackpot and have an opportunity to potentially become a future NXT champion? I believe that's in the card for Sol Ruka. She is certainly a future world champion in the main roster when she gets there as well. But here comes the next entrant in this match. You can say the same thing about this woman. The future is very bright and a star is right in front of you. Right in that mirror, you're looking at a future main event prospect. It is the glamorous Blake Monroe. Blake was able to knock off Triple A's Flammer to qualify and get a spot in this Jackpot Ladder Match. And she has star power written all over her. And she was also in the NXT North American Championship Ladder Match as well. Also unable to secure the championship, but will she be able to secure the Jackpot contract tonight and get a championship opportunity any place, any time for up to a year? If the men's Jackpot Ladder Match is anything I go off, this matchup is going to be an absolute car crash. I mean, the women's North American title ladder match was a car crash, but at least that was over in a relatively amount of time. The men's Jackpot Ladder Match went almost 30 minutes earlier. This one probably going to be around the same. So Ruka, Blake Monroe, two favourites to win the matchup. Well, ladies and gentlemen, out comes the next entrant, and in my opinion, the first of maybe two dark horses to win the NXT Jackpot Ladder Match tonight. We're live in Tampa. This woman from Orlando is the extraordinary Lola Vice. Lola able to knock off Kalani Jordan to qualify to get a spot into this NXT Women's Jackpot Ladder Match tonight. She is 1-1 in this season. They lost to Sol Ruka. Missed her out on the opportunity to become the inaugural North American Women's Champion. But tonight, she's back in there with Ruka, maybe looking to avenge the loss and become Miss Jackpot tonight. A dark horse to win it in my books as Lola Vice, Florida's own, trying to win it in her home state this evening. Could be a huge ovation if she's able to do it, if she's able to pull it off here this evening at Battleground. Well, we've got 3 out of the 6 entrants in the Women's Jackpot Ladder Match out. It is taking the women not long at all to make their entrance, whereas the men, it went on for about eternity, it felt, but nonetheless, here comes the next one in this matchup. It was the woman this past week who pinned the NXT Women's North American Champion Jada Parker to get into this matchup. It's Lash Legend. Another dark horse to win it. Maybe the Oba Femi of the men's ladder match. They'll just be dominating the entire thing. Lash Legend, though, alongside Roxanne Perez this past week on NXT, teamed up to knock off Jada Parker and JC Jane, as we mentioned earlier on, with Jada taking the pin from Lash Legend. You've got to imagine, even if Lash is victorious tonight, she is going to have a North American Championship showdown with the champ Jada at any given moment now. Well, Lash could be a potential favourite. Not by this crowd tonight in Tampa, though, I'll tell you that. They're very much not behind Lash Legend. But Lash could get the Duke, man. Could be a hell of a win will be a hell of a match. No doubt about it. Well, now we have 4 out of 6 out here. Over halfway out next is the woman that teamed up with Lash Legend this past week on NXT to earn her spot into this matchup alongside Lash. It was Lash that got the pin, so Roxy didn't really do nothing. Roxanne did have a great showing in that tag match, and she done a lot of damage onto both of her opponents, which allowed Lash to get the pin in the matchup. But Lash feels like Roxanne's just in this as luck, because Lash got the win for her. So them two certainly not going to be the same pace tonight. But Roxanne Perez, another potential favourite man. This matchup very unpredictable. It literally could be any of these women. I see all these women as major stars going forward here in both NXT and eventually on the main roster when they all get there. It's Roxanne Perez. She's had an opportunity before for the NXT Women's title against champion Tiffany Stratton. Came up short in that one. But then won this past weekend tag team action. 1-1 in this season. Let's see if she can make it 2-1 become Miss Jackpot alongside Ethan Page, who is Mr. Jackpot from earlier on tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the 6th and final woman to make entry into this matchup. And much like Obafemi in the men's matchup, this woman didn't win a matchup to gain entry into this one. She wasn't pinned or submitted in a triple threat contendership matchup, which was won by Julia and also involved Jordan Grace, who took the fall. La Primera then, Stephanie Vaquer enters the women's Jackpot ladder match. She was also a part of the NXT Women's North American title ladder match. Came up short, of course, when Jada Parker won the whole thing, but it was 2 weeks ago in the main event of NXT where Julia pinned Jordan Grace in triple threat action again. The number 1 contendership spot for Tiffany Stratton tonight at Battleground, meaning Stephanie Vaquer gets shoehorned into the NXT Women's Jackpot ladder match. The only woman really, maybe alongside Roxanne Perez, to not really earn her spot into this matchup, but could get a huge win and has a huge ovation from the Tampa crowd tonight. Live at NXT Battleground. What a ladder match this one's going to be. Adjust your seatbelts. Don't take your eyes off the screen. Here we go. Matchup is underway. Lash and Stephanie going at it. Lola and Soul going at it. And Roxanne and Blake going at it. Lash Legend getting the first ladder of the contest. As on the outside of the ring, Lola Vice and Roxanne Perez are brawling here. Is Perez able to take her down? My goodness. Now, going into the ring that time, I believe that's Sol Ruka, big forearm shot. Lash Legend and Stephanie on the outside of the ring. Lola Vice suplex on the inside on Sol right on the ladder. Lash Legend getting caught, German suplex on the floor by Stephanie Vaquer. And now it's Roxanne Perez in the ring. Blake Monroe, Lola Vice, Sol Ruka going at it. And look at this. On the outside, Stephanie Vaquer with the devil's kiss on Lash Legend. My days, as Blake Monroe sends the ladder into the corner. Stephanie Vaquer comes back in wanting a piece of Blake. And now wait for a German suplex. Blake's able to counter it. Lola Vice in the corner. Oh, Sol with an elbow. Able to get out of that one, and Ruka elbow by Lola Vice. Back and forth go Lola and Sol, as they had a great matchup in the 2nd episode of NXT. As right now Lola Vice, power bomb on Ruka. Steel chair in half from the outside by Blake Monroe, hitting both Lash and Roxy with it. As Stephanie sends Sol on the ladder in the corner. Sol and Stephanie the only two in the ring right now. They're going to take down Ruka that time. Oh, sorry, that's Lola Vice. So Ruka is on the apron. She's coming back in, wanting a piece of Stephanie Vaquer. And a straight jacket, German suplex. As Sol and Lola continuing to do battle. Roxanne Perez now coming out of the ring. As Sol Ruka wanting a piece of Stephanie Vaquer, but Roxanne Perez going to take her out here. And look at this Hurricane Rana on Ruka. Forearm by Stephanie Vaquer. And a code breaker though. But look out, Lash Legend. All getting caught by Stephanie. Drop kick moving out the way. Blake Monroe sling blade on the floor on until Lola Vice. And there's Lash Legend. Big shot on Vaquer picking up. So Ruka Irish whip sends her to the corner. Steel chair and half from Roxanne as Blake dropped her that time on the floor. Blake got Lola Vice and launching on the outside. And what there was Lash Legend doing here? Gonna drop so Ruka, but there's Vaquer back in. Steel chair from Perez against the body of Blake Monroe, and on the outside of the ring, Stephanie Vaquer dropped down. Oh, gonna drop her face first. I believe there's another ladder bridge been set up on the outside Is Lola Vice going to send Blake Monroe back into the ring? Steel chair standing up on the outside right now as well. It's Sol Ruka with a suplex on Blake Monroe. My goodness, Stephanie Vaquer, big shot on Sol. My God. And it's Vaquer. Irish whip going to send Sol Ruka on a ladder bridge. And Vaquer's going to the top rope. Vaquer's going to take her out mid-Sol through the ladder and Sol. But Blake Monroe's put a table into the equation here. Lash Legend on the inside of the ring. Setting up the ladder. Going to be the first woman to climb it. She is. Ethan Page was the first man to climb the ladder in the ladder match earlier, and Ethan was the one that won the thing. And it's Stephanie Vaquer scaling the ladder, and Roxanne Perez able to push the ladder down. Both women fall into the mat, and there's Sol Ruka getting a DDT, courtesy of Roxanne Perez. There's Stephanie wanting a piece of Lash Legend. Roxanne going out getting a steel chair. Is Lash going to drop her with a choke powerbomb on a Stephanie Vaquer. Lola going to send Sol out of the corner. Lash setting up the ladder once again. And Lash Legend went for a shot by Lola Vice. Able to take out Sol Ruka. And now it's Lash going to send Lola face first against the ladder. My days, now look at the outside. Blake Monroe with a massive knee on Roxanne Perez. Lash Legend again. Got her hand on the contract. Then Stephanie Vaquer back in trying to stop her. And Blake Monroe able to take the ladder out from underneath her. My days, and what the hell's Lola Vice doing on the ass to the face of Sol Ruka time and time again? Not where Sol Ruka wants to be. Oh man. Maybe Bruce would like it, but certainly not Sol Ruka. Well, let's Roxanne Perez on the outside, get a ladder, and they're setting up another bridge. At ringside here is Ruka and Vice. Go back and forth on the inside of the ring there, but Sol Ruka code breaker on Lola. And it's Roxanne Perez sends her out, and Vaquer sends back into the outside. That is just Lola Vice in the ring right now. Lola set up the damn ladder, but Perez runs back in. Perez right back out. Lola Vice has an opportunity here, and she's not capitalising on it. Lola Vice could have climbed by now. Roxanne Perez comes in with another ladder. Lola Vice with the ladder and sends it up the face of Roxanne. My days, and look at that, Stephanie Vaquer. Saito suplex. Holy smokes. Roxanne gonna get sent out. No, look at this counter arm drag that time. Big shot. Lash Legend will roll through. That's Sol Ruka. And now look at the strength of Sol Ruka. Monroe with a glamorous DDT of Vaquer. Not very glamorous if your name is Stephanie Vaquer. My goodness, Blake Monroe set on the ladder. Sol Ruka poison right on Lola Vice. Sol taking a lot out of herself in the process. Blake Monroe not want to go through that ladder there. Look at this, Lola Vice with a hurricane run on Sol. Want a piece of Stephanie Vaquer, nice kick there. Vaquer now getting picked up. Blake Monroe and Lash Legend thrown in the outside. Nice power slam. Matt Timothy Perez wants a piece of Lola. Going to send her down to the canvas. So Ruka back in, and Ruka forearm on Vice. My day. So Ruka picking up Lola. Uh-oh. Don't want to be there. Up and down goes Vice. But look out, Vaquer from behind. And Vaquer with a kick to the midsection. And Stephanie Vaquer, SVP! A Stephanie Vaquer ball on Sol Ruka. And it could be Stephanie Vaquer's opportunity. Stephanie now, climbing the ladder. Can she gain the jackpot ladder match briefcase? Got her hands on it. Stephanie Vaquer can do it here. No, it's Blake Monroe going to push her off that time. Stephanie Vaquer falling in the heat. There is Lash Legend and Perez and clothesline by Lash. Lola Vice is in there as well. Roxanne getting caught. Oh, Lash said hell no with a steel chair strap, and Perez taking down Legend. And then it's Roxanne Perez onto the tension on a Lola Vice. Nice kick, Blake Monroe back in. Neck breaker on the ladder on Roxy. And there's Vaquer back in. And then Vaquer and Monroe going to go at it. And it's Blake Monroe going to send Stephanie Vaquer to the outside. So Ruka forearm. And a big shoulder tackle. So Ruka now after. Blake Monroe. Sorry, that's Lola Vice, as I believe Perez hit pop rocks on the outside of the ring on Blake Monroe. Big shot, no rolling it away. Lash Legend with that big kick. Stephanie Vaquer now getting her feet on the outside of the ring. And so is Blake Monroe, and Vaquero kneeing Lola face to the floor. Lash Legend, a massive slam on the ladder. Vaquero hitting there, I'm feeling the effects of that. Blake Monroe with a freaking kendo sticking it, and so Luke over the head with it. Roxanne went after the leg, back and forth. All three of these women go inside the ring as Roxanne going to send Lash into the corner. Roxy, climb. You've got your opportunity. Oh, there's Lash Legend. They're going to counter at Lola Vice now, coming back into the ring. And Lola, what a spinning heel kick on Legend. Steel chair in hand. Roxanne going to take it from her. Stephanie Vaquero back in. As I saw Ruka. Oh, forearm. Ruka and Vice going at it. Super kick Vaquero sent out to the apron. Straight jacket German by Soul. And Blake, big shot's going to try and send out Vaquero, and she does. And so wants a piece of Blake Monroe. Big forearm shots out of the corner. Moonsault by Ruka. Oh, there's a table brought in by Lash Legend on the outside. Knife edge chop shot from Soul on Roxy. Roxy though going to send Soul to the outside and Lash in, and Blake to the outside. Vaquero coming back in. And Vaquero after Lash Legend. Stephanie beat Lash Legend to qualify for the NXT Women's North American title ladder match. And she laid her out with a big maneuver. There's Roxanne Perez this time. Heading to the top rope. Oh, big shots from Lola Vice. Lola, the only one standing here at the moment. Now Vaquero getting to her feet, as is Lash Legend. Perez on the top of the meeting on Stephanie Vaquero. That was incredible. Both Ruka and Monroe back in. Roxanne Perez getting sent on the ladder bridge. And look at this, so Ruka off the ropes with Blake Monroe. Drop down there. Look at that, so Ruka, the incredible athleticism by Soul. And now comes attention to Lash. Big boot by Ruka. Ruka looking to fly. No Lash able to catch her, and Lash now going to drop her with a Lash extension. Vaquero drop kick though. Roxanne steel chair over the skull of Ice. And over the skull of Blake Monroe. My goodness. Monroe going to send Vaquero to the outside, and it's Blake packing her up. Samoa driving on the chair on Perez. Roxy down and out, right back to her feet, though, and sends Blake out of the ring. Oh, look at these kicks from Lola Vice. The educated feet of the MMA background of Lola, but it's going to get put down by Lash with that choke bomb. Holy, Vaquero back into the ring. Look at this, roll through into the DT. Top rope here. It's so Ruka. Oh my god, what a big spinning moonsault. My goodness on Lash Legend. But Roxanne Perez right there. Big elbow. Perez kick caught by Soul. Big snap. DDT. Lola Vice back in. Steel chair in hand. Vaquero sent to the outside by Blake Monroe. Steel chair shot by Lola Vice on Legend and Roxanne Perez. There's Soul Ruka with a big shot as Blake Monroe taking it right now on the outside. On to Stephanie Vaquero. Springboard crossbody that time by Soul Ruka. Going for Lash Legend. Rolls through on Lash. Nice headbutt by Blake Monroe. Blake went for a shot. Blake glamorous DDT on Soul. And it's Blake Monroe's opportunity maybe. Well, Roxanne Perez, Lola Vice both right there. Monroe going to set up the ladder as Monroe going to climb. Oh, big shots and a counter. Stephanie Vaquero back in. Another curse play on the ladder. Stephanie Vaquero got up there. And as is Lash Legend. Is Vaquero going to pull down the contract? Oh, Legend's right there. Going to stop on her tracks. Lash Legend nicely done. And a Legend going to send Vaquero down. And it could be Lash's moment. No, there's Blake Monroe going to send Lash off the ladder. Oh man, what a battle. Lash Legend once again scaling up though. Blake Monroe going to send Roxanne Perez down. Lash Legend slowly but surely climbing the ladder. Oh, big forearm shots. More forearm shots. And it's Soul Ruka back in. And now it's Ruka scaling the ladder. Lola Vice running up both women down here. Lash Legend, big right hand on Soul. Big shot that time. And then both women getting dropped by Lola Vice. And it was Blake Monroe skull crushing finale on Vice. And look at this Stephanie Vaquero, what a piece of the glamorous Blake Monroe. Combination offense nicely done on a knee there on a Lash Legend. What a fight. Oh, Vaquero getting taken out Roxanne with the steel chair in hand. And look at that, Soul Ruka, the springboard crossbody of Vaquero. What a knee there by Lola Vice, and the axe kick and a Ruka. Soul Snatcher on McCann. And Lola with a spinning back fist on Lash Legend. What a fate. Oh, went for another Soul Snatcher. Perez backstabber on Ruka. Why is Lola setting the ladder up in the corner? You're going to set it up in the middle to claim it and take down the jackpot contract. Every woman tonight is hitting their best shot. And it's Lola Vice going to send Roxanne on the outside. Lola picking up Stephanie Vaquer. No, Vaquer fighting out of it. Big elbows. It's the top of the head of Lola Vice. Big kick to the midsection. Stephanie Vaquer looking for it again. The butterfly long blower. And then rolling up big time. Sling blade on Lash. And now rolls in about DDT. My goodness. Roxanne Perez in. Hurricane Rana. So top rope missing. The mark flying. Nothing on no one that time. What a piece of Lash. Lash grabbing her. And Lash up and down went Sol. And the car springboards in for Legend. Missed the mark. Roxanne going to take her out for her troubles. And there's Lash Legend now going after Maron. Electric chair drop that time. And it's Lash going to take out the woman she teamed with this past week on NXT. Oh, so Ruka wants a piece of Lash Legend. Legend not having it for I'm going to send Sol right back to the floor as soon as she gets back in. But Perez going to send Legend right to the floor. And Lola Vice going after. Stephanie McCarron sends her out of the corner. My days, what a fight. Lola Vice runs in. Big elbow counter by Stephanie McCarron. And look at this Roxanne pop rocks on Blake Monroe. There's Lola kicking out Stephanie this time. Steel chair from Lola Vice. There's one from Roxanne, but Lola gets the upper hand. Big shot against the head that time. And Lash, oh, what a punt kick. On a Sol on the floor. Steel chair in hand, getting caught. Legend choke bomb on Vice. That's it. Lash, the true dark horse. She's going to win it all. Get that ladder set up in the center of the ring. But there's Roxanne Perez though. Her teammate from this past week going to send on the outside. And Ruka's back in. And Ruka now with a arm drag around the wall. Vaquer though after Sol. Sayo suplex. Vaquer. Wait a minute. Perez turns around. Irish whip off the ropes and an arm drag. And there's Blake Monroe back in with Roxanne Perez mixing up Irish whip and sends Blake out on the ladder bridge. My days, and Roxanne and Lola going at an uppercut. Roxanne's got the upper hand. Get the ladder, Roxy. Went after Vaquer. Vaquer rolling through. This Lash Legend after it now. We're going to send her to the corner. So Ruka comes back in. Big fight with Blake Monroe in the corner. What the hell is Sol thinking here in the corner? Disaster King. There's a disaster for Blake Monroe, I'll tell you that. Nice knee that time. Nice knee that time by Vaquer on the table there on the outside from Lola Vice. And now Stephanie Vaquer going to send Sol Ruka down and out. Vaquer, steel chair in hand. A lot of cheers in the ring right now. It's Lash Legend getting caught with him. My days. Now it's the ladder. Lola Vice going to take out Roxanne Perez on the outside. Lash Legend. Blake Monroe taking her out. Oh my goodness! And then Vaquer's climbing the ladder. So Lucas too busy with Blake Monroe. Poison! Rana Vaquer's going to handle the case. Lola back in. So trying to stop her as well. Vaquer got it though. Stephanie Vaquer has won the NXT Women's Jackpot Ladder match. Technically didn't even win a match to get into this one tonight. But that's all she needed there. And Stephanie Vaquer makes history. Potentially will become a future NXT Women's Champion, ladies and gentlemen. Man, what a jackpot ladder match. What a hell of a fight. Tonight at NXT Battleground in Tampa. As it's Stephanie Vaquer comes out on top. Your new NXT Women's Jackpot contract holder. Congratulations, Vaquer. What a hectic match tonight at Battleground, and still to come, the NXT title on the line. Ilya Dragunov challenges the champ, Austin Theory, live in Tampa. They made event at an episode of WWE Dark last season. This time, they're main eventing an NXT special event. But up next, let's find out who will challenge the Big Aussie. Big Bronson Reed, who's going to be brave enough to step up to the NXT North American Champion as he defends his goal for the 5th time tonight against a mystery superstar. Reed's open challenge is next.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the NXT North American Championship.
Here we go then, man. Alicia Taylor says it. Who's going to answer the call? Oh, Big Bronson Reed for the goal tonight. Let's go out the crowd anticipate in Tampa. And oh my, ladies and gentlemen, this man is one of the hottest free agents in all of professional wrestling today. And he has graced the scenes of NXT. Welcome to the Revolution. This is Ricky Saints. Oh, well, Ricky Saints answering the call tonight, making his season debut. And he is going up against Big Bronson Reed. What a tough first match to have, but the bravery, the cojones on Ricky Saints speak for themselves, because he tonight is challenging Big Bronson Reed, who's already had 5 successful defenses of his North American Championship, only been pinned one by a former NXT champion in Trick Williams. And he has been unstoppable as champion. Well, maybe until tonight, because Ricky Saints got momentum on his side. He is entering his first match in the NXT side of things. He is entering his first match of this series, and he will be throwing balls to the wall against Oscilla tonight for the championship. Well, the North American gold up for grabs. We know who has answered the open challenge now. It is absolute Ricky Saints, but here comes the champion. The Big Aussie, Oscilla, Big Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed currently has a 223-day reign as NXT North American Champion since winning it at the final NXT event of last season. Takeover, Stand and Deliver. He won it in a 6-man ladder match, defeating defending champion Austin Theory, former champion Matt Riddle. Damian Priest even got defeated as well. Solo Sikoa and the Mad Dragon, Ilya Dragunov, who competes in the main event tonight for the NXT Championship against former North American champion, the man that was champ before Reed was, Austin Theory. But right now it's a huge opportunity for Ricky Saints in his debut to knock off the almost unstoppable North American champ, Big Bronson Reed. And it's all for that right there, the beautiful, prestigious and coveted NXT North American Championship. Let's head it down to the ring now with the official ring introductions from Alicia Taylor.
Introducing the challenger from New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing in at 194 pounds, Ricky Saints. And his opponent from Black Forest, South Australia, weighing in at 330 pounds, the NXT North American Champion, Big Bronson Reed.
Thank you, Alicia Taylor. 5 successful defenses for Big Bronson Reed. 223 days as champion. The Creed brothers earlier on tonight losing their tag titles after a 223-day reign after they won at the same event. The Big Bronson Reed won the North American title. Takeover, Stand and Deliver. Will it be the same fate for the Big Aussie tonight? And will he lose his second matchup to the debuting Ricky Saints? There you see the official ascending the news for this one, Mr. Joey Gonzalez, hoisting that North American title up in the air. Going to be a fun one here tonight, live at Battleground in Tampa. And here we go, referee ring the bell, matchup is underway for the North American Championship. We saw the women's version up earlier on tonight. This time it is the men's matchup. Ricky Saints is answering the call of Big Bronson Reed tonight. Both men looking right through one another. Gonna be a fun battle tonight. Colin will tie up, and here we go. We're off to the races. North American title on the line. Big Bronson Reed gonna back Ricky Saints in the corner there. Big strength by the Big Aussie this time. On to Ricky Saints. Will tie up once again. Big Bronson Reed now. Oh, look at this. More tie-ups here. On Saints. Oh, waist lock this time by Reed. Got him And that incredible waist lock. Ricky States nowhere to go here. Shoulders down, the schoolboy. Shoulders down, a kick at one. We just had great defences as the champion. He's knocked off the likes of Austin Theory, Miles Bourne, Tony D'Angelo, Joe Hendry, and this past week on NXT, most recently, Charlie Dempsey. Let's see if Seth will be the most recent victim of Big Bronson Reed. But a nice hammerlock there by Seth, but gets out of it. It's Reed pretty quickly that time. Now rear chin lock now by Reed, and it's Ricky Seth out of it, and back into a hammerlock now as the challenger. This is what Ricky Saints need to do, just keep on top of the champion time and time again. Back in to the hammer lock, and it turns it around. Rich Hillock of his own now by the challenger Saints. Ricky's got it instead. Oh, but Reed able to escape the clutches now. It's Bronson Reed into a hammer lock on Ricky Saints this time. But Shane Retz on the opening stages of this men's North American Championship encounter tonight. Ricky Saints got the upper hand over the arm wringer. Oh, Big Bronson Reed. Big Aussie in trouble. And now Big Bronson's fighting out of it. Big shots to the midsection. That's came by Reed, and a first chop onto Ricky Saints off the rope. Sent on by Reed. Oh man, he hurt him with authority there. And it's Big Aussie Bronson Reed going to send him into the corner. And a Reed, backing him up, pass right to the midsection of Saints in the corner, and absolutely launching him, taking him for a ride here at Battleground. And going to pick him up, looking at straight through and dropping him down again. Then Bronson Reed off the ropes, flying and sent on now on a Ricky Saints. Off the ropes again, looking to fly again, the biggest ass splash by Reed. Oh, Ricky made a bit more than he could chew here at Battleground. Should have debuted against the Big Aussie, but he's able to stay in it now. As Reed went for the cover to put this one away. Ricky Saints still fighting, more left in his gas tank. Big kick by Ricky, runs in close by the Big Aussie. Gets knocked down aside by Ricky Saints. Ricky cornerable tie up. Kick to the midsection. Hooker arm neck breaker by Saints. Ricky Saints trying to feed off the adrenaline that's sold out per tonight in Tampa. What a night it's been. Ricky Saints firmly in control tonight at Battleground. Set him in the corner. Oh, what a forearm smash on the counter that time, however. And now it's Big Bronson Reed sends him into the corner. And Ricky Saints ain't going to like the view from up there. Big Bronson Reed, the North American champion, going to send Saints down and out here. Oh, God, a superplex by Reed. My days. Ricky falls in a heap. Reed putting his one up to the sky, acknowledging just himself here on NXT as an incredibly dominant North American champion. Big Bronson Reed flies toe, penny cross body, sends Ricky Saints out to the mat with authority. That's incredible. And they're going to send him back into the squared circle this time. Big Bronson Reed to the top rope. Oh, not enough to put Ricky Saints away or even keep him down, but he's back to the top. And Bronson cross body. That'll take the wind out of your sails. Cover, Reed to retain, scoring 2 on Saints and another near fall, but there's a very weak and lethargic kick out. Courtesy of the challenger who again gets dropped by the Big Aussie. And it's Bronson Reed off the ropes and missing the senton. Knees up by Saints this time. Ricky Saints getting what he needs. Crucifix, penny predicament, shoulders down, tight on the line, a steal one only. Enough for one that time. Elbow drop out of the way. This team is Big Bronson Reed. Reed runs into him now and oh God. Ricky, don't want to be up there. The jagged edge by Reed connects. Death Valley driver cover on Saints. Hooking the leg, shoulders down to retain. Scoring to his Reed. No, Saints survives. Oh, Saints still has enough left to stay in it, but for how much longer? As he may be regretting answering the open challenge in the Big Aussie tonight. Bronson Reed on the top rope, looking to put this one away already. Tsunami down! Knees up by Ricky. Ricky with the knees up. And then Saints runs on an incredible spear. Spear by Saints. Cover, hook in the leg, and a kick out immediately by the champion. What the hell is Reed made of? But wait a minute. Kick to midsection. Ricky Saints. Rochambeau. Incredible strength by the challenger. Cover for the goal. Hook in the leg. Shoulders down. 2 count kick out there by Reed. Says the official Joey Gonzalez. Oh, well, Ricky Saints had a second one, but it ain't enough to take the North American title from the Big Aussie tonight. It's Ricky. Gonna have to apply more pressure. Top rope, hurricane, run off the top by Saints. Saints covers again. Center of the ring, hook in the leg, shoulders down, tight on the line. Two gonna get in the near fall, says Reed. It's still alive. Ricky Saints, elbow drop avoided again by the big Aussie. And it's Bronson with a right hand. Reed another right hand. And it's Bronson now gonna fight through the offense, fight through the pain. Oh God, a Reed crash. A Reed crash by Reed. Oh God, looking at the ass splash again. Ricky, this time out of the way he had to. He had to move out of the way of that one, was Ricky Saints. And Ricky, big right hand. Another big right hand. Knee first chop now on Bronson Reed. Got him rocked against the ropes here. What's Ricky Saints got a 9 Saints. Revolution DDT. Oh my. Ricky for the title. Cover hook in the leg. Shoulders down. Two gonna Reed another kick out. Reed's unbeatable, man. I mean, we've proved before that you can beat Bronson Reed in this series. Trick Williams has done it, but was Ricky Saints good enough? Just in his first match of the season to do it. He got so damn close off that Revolution DDT, went off the top and missing the crossbody. And Reed gonna send down flying release German suplex. Oh, Ricky Saints set himself up in the corner with the ass ripped in the face by big Bronson Reed. Into the champ, picking him up. Oh God, Ricky's done. Ricky's out. Jagged Edge times 2 the Death Valley driver and Reed. Going up to put this all away. Ricky in the drop zone. Tsunami with a champion. Thanks for coming, Ricky Saints. Welcome to NXT. There's 2. Reed with thought he had it. Ricky kicked out of the tsunami. I may be mistaken, folks, but I don't think anyone's ever kicked out of the tsunami in this series. And Bronson Reed just took out the referee. Joey Gonzalez is going out of the ring, getting a candlestick. Ricky Saints saw it there. Knee first chop by Ricky. And Ricky with a shoulder tackle. Well, the referee back to his feet. Joey Gonzalez getting rid of the candlestick. And it's big Bronson Reed, big right hand. Another right hand by Reed. A third right hand, no block. Ricky Saints with a forearm. And then Ricky runs in another shoulder tackle by the challenger. What a fight. What an entire show this has been. Money in the Bank tomorrow night. You don't want to miss a second of that. As Reed catching a boot of Ricky Saints. He'll turn him round, missing that right hand. Oh, Ricky Saints getting caught. Kick by Saints in the midsection of Big Bronson Reed. Right hand that time. Ricky Saints waist lock. Go behind. Revolution. Inverted DDT. Cover. 2 for the title. 3. No. That was a powerful kick out by the champion. Oh, what an energetic kick out. Reed certainly got a lot of life left. It's Reed though, knee moving out of the way. Big Bronson Reed, they are selling out with forearm after forearm on Ricky Saints. Big right hands this time. More right hands, more shots. Bronson Reed getting fired up and gonna drop him in his head. This will be retained this past week against Charlie Dixie. The axe driver by Reed. The cover, hook in the leg, shoulders down, scoring 2. No, the kicked out by Ricky Saints. How the hell is he still in this one? Oh my days. Oh, big Bronson Reed's taking apart the turnbuckle pad and Bronson Reed gonna run right through him like a freight train. Well, the turnbuckle pad's been gone. Back and forth on these two men here. Mixing it up. And that's North American Championship walk. Reed right hand. Big shot that time again. And then Bronson Reed with more shots. There's back and forth action here. Shot for shot, blow for blow. Both these men trading heavy leather offensive. We've gotten deep into the championship rounds now. And that's North American title encounter. Ricky Saints missing that shot. And it's Bronson Reed dropping him. Knife edge chop. Bronson Reed, big shot. He's telling Ricky Saints to bring it. The right hands, the shots. Bronson Reed too busy gloating. Look at that. Sends him down off the top. Ricky Saints, the Irish whip. Oh, bumping out of the official that time. Who's distracted? Looking at the turnbuckle pad and Saints hits a spear. Saints hits him with a spear. Reed was caught. He was disoriented that time. And it was Saints picking him up again with a strength. Look at the power. Ricky Rochambeau for the second time to win a new champion. Referee Joey Gonzalez back in position. The cover hook in the leg. Shoulders down, scoring 2. Saints got him. Saints got him. We have a new NXT North American Champion. Oh, what an upset! And what a win in the debut for Ricky Saints! He is an absolute star and he has proved it tonight, walking out your brand new NXT North American Champion! What a hell of a fight! And what an incredible win for Ricky. I can't believe it, man. I don't think anyone can. Maybe not even Ricky. But it's happened. You gotta see it to believe it. And we have saw an upset with Saints as the champ. What a hell of a fight. What a first show for Saints, your new NXT North American Champion. But coming up next, folks, it's going to be Tiffany Stratton defending her NXT Championship in her third defense of the gold. Taking on the beautiful Mad Miss Julia. It's next at NXT Battleground.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. That is for the NXT Women's Championship.
You heard it first, man. This is going to be a great fight tonight for the NXT Women's Championship. It's your penultimate matchup of the contest. Your main event will be following this. But out first, here comes the number one contender and the challenger for Tiffany Stratton's NXT Women's Championship. It is the beautiful Madness, Julia. Julia winning a triple threat main event on NXT 2 weeks ago, defeating Jordan Grace and Stephanie Vaquer. Pinning Grace in that matchup, meaning she wouldn't even get an opportunity to be a part of the jackpot ladder match. Vaquer would. And we found out earlier tonight that Stephanie Vaquer was the winner of the NXT Women's Jackpot Ladder match. What an incredible match that was, but it's time for another incredible women's fight tonight. The third of 3 women's matches on Battleground. The 7th of 8 matches on Battleground tonight. And it's Julia looking to win gold for the first time this season. She's a part of the Women's North American title ladder match, winning the first match on NXT, winning the first women's match on NXT this season, beating JC Jane, who we saw earlier tonight as well. Of course, winning that number one contendership matchup 2-1 is Julia in singles competition in this series. Let's see if she can make it 3-1 and walk out your new NXT Women's Champion and end the reign of Tiffany Stratton with just 2 successful defenses as the NXT Women's Champion. Tiffany also with a 223-day reign as champion since winning it on the final NXT event of last season. Takeover, Stand and Deliver by defeating the former champ, Lyra Valkyria. But here comes the champion who recently squared off with WWE Women's Champion of SmackDown, Jade Cargill, at Saturday night's main event just 2 weeks ago. For the WWE Women's title, she had a great fight, but as you can see, she's only wearing the NXT Women's title around her waist. Therefore, did not defeat Jade Cargill for the championship, but did end up having a great effort and is defending her NXT Women's title tonight against Julia. She doesn't want 2 back-to-back losses in a row. That was her first loss this season. This is going to be her 4th match and she needs a big win. She is also 2-1. Both these women with the same record. It will change after tonight. We know the Creed brothers and Bronson Reeds, both those reigns have ended at 223 days. Tiffany Stratton could be the same with the Creed brothers with 2 defenses as champ as well. But here we go, folks. That right there is what they're defending for. The beautiful, prestigious, and coveted NXT Women's Championship. Let's head it down to the ring now with the official ring introductions from Mr. Mike Rowe.
Introducing the challenger from Tokyo, Japan. And her opponent from Prior Lake, Minnesota, the NXT Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton.
Thank you, Mike. Tiffany Stratton looking ready. New gear, new hair, same championship. And she wants to keep that tonight. And the crowd has been energetic the entire night. This has been an amazing show thus far. And we're going to almost cap it off here in moments for the NXT title main event. But right now, before we get to that, it's the women's portion of the main event. Jeremy Marcus, the official, hoisting up the NXT Women's Championship. Going to be a hell of a battle here between these two women, Julia and Stratton. For the goal, Jeremy Marcus rings the bell. Here we go. NXT Women's Title Contest underway. Julia extends the hand. Tiffany accepts, but Julia with a cheap shot. Got Stratton that time of a collarbone tie-up as this Women's Title Contest is firmly underway. Getting off to the races here. Stratton go behind waist lock now on Julia. Julia now in trouble now again with a waist lock on Tiffany Stratton. My goodness, and look at this. Julia will roll through nice into the jawbreaker, not the jawbreaker, sorry, the rear chin lock on Tiffany Stratton. More rear chin lock action. Stratton, the champion, able to escape. Going after the hammer lock now on Julia in this NXT Women's Championship battle tonight. But we got it since then, all counter, they roll through as Tiffany Stratton, and Stratton now with a chin lock now. This time it's the champion getting control here against the challenger. And your penultimate showdown of the evening still to come tonight. Austin Theory, Yulia Dragon of NXT title on the line. That'll be your main event up next. And then of course tomorrow night, don't miss Money in the Bank Premium Live event. Going to be a hell of a show tomorrow night. Right now it's Julia, side headlock on a Tiffany Stratton, the champion. In trouble here in this one is Julia getting whipped off though. Tiffany Stratton, nice power slam covered by Tiffy. Hook in the leg, no. Kick her at one that time, says the referee Jeremy Marcus. Back to the tie up here. It's Tiffany Stratton and Julia. Back to basics. Back to the lock-up. A lot more of a slow pace to the other matches earlier on tonight, especially the ladder matches. Those were crazy. We're going to get two other crazy ladder matches tomorrow night at Money in the Bank, both the men's and the women's. Who's to be Mr. and Mrs. Money in the Bank in the main roster? Stratton side headlock in this NXT Women's title matchup as it rages on. Stratton's got it since then. Is Julia going to have enough to escape? And it's Tiffany able to get her, and Tiffany going after the arm now of Julia. Tiffany arm wringer wrenching away here on Julia. In this championship battle, Julia though gonna be able to escape it. Big shots to the midsection by Julia. And now Julia, the beautiful madness, running in head scissors. Nicely done by the challenger. Stratton getting taken out, but you gotta keep your eye on the ball, keep your foot on the gas pedal all the time. Forearm after forearm. Oh, what a shot! Stratton falling down on a heap, and now it's Julia kick. Uh-oh. I don't like the view here. It's Stratton ain't gonna like the feeling of that. Face first off the canvas, cover. Hook of the leg, shoulders down, title on the line. Jeremy Marcus in control here. Jeremy Marcus in position rather than a kick out. As Julia's in control. Stratton able to stay alive at one that time. Middle rope now. Goes Julia. Drop kick that time by Julia. The challenger now raging on in this one. And Julia in a submission. STF. Will Stratton tap out here or pass out through the pain? And if she does, Jeremy Marcus is right there to see. It happened. Julia will walk out your brand new NXT Women's Champion tonight. We'll have our third title change this evening. We already have two. The Lucha Brothers defeating the Creed Brothers earlier on, and Ricky Saints in his debut just moments ago defeating Big Bronson Reed. Headbutt missing the mark. Tiffany Stratton drop kick. Sending Julia down. Stratton with a knife edge. Another knife edge. Got Julia against the ropes. Now it's Tiffany Stratton in control. Forearm now on Julia. Another forearm as she calls back off, and a third one. And now it's Stratton. Grabs the waist. Go behind. Side slam by the champion. And Tiffany standing moonsault. Tiffany in the cover. Hook in the leg. Shoulders down to retain. And a kick out at one by Julia. It's taking a lot more to keep down one of the best women's wrestlers on the planet. Hell, scratch that. One of the best wrestlers on the planet. It's Julia with that running boot on Tiffany Stratton. Will it be good enough for Julia here to win the NXT Women's title? Forearm there. Got Stratton dazed in the corner. Big shot, no block kick to the lower back at Tiffany Stratton that time. Or by Tiffany Stratton. On to the challenger, Julia. And now it's Tiffany. Oh, they're into the back again. End up horrid. We've seen her do that before, especially in the Jade Cargill match. 2 count on Julia and a kick out. This time, able to secure a 2 count. Could be good things for Stratton to come in this championship match. Stratton again with that standing moonsault. Got it. Julia hurting. Getting to her feet now is the challenger. Rolling out the way that time, and now it's Julia. Grabbing Tiffany Stratton, Saito suplex. There's the beautiful madness hyping up the crowd tonight. A split crowd. Some chatting for Tiffy, some chatting for Julia. It is a very diverse atmosphere tonight. And Tampa as Julia with that spinning set-out driver. Penny predicament on stride for the goal. 2-10 kick out by Tiffany. Jeremy Marcus was right there, man. Julia almost had the championship one. She had it in the palm of her hands that time, but now got an Irish whip. Instead, Stratton out to the apron. Stratton no pushing her off. And Tiffany now going to come back in. Tippy top rope now goes Stratton. Will it be high risk? High reward for the champion in it. Wow, cross body cover. Hook in the leg, shoulders down, referee in possession. There's two and Stratton on and off. To retain her championship tonight. And keep her 223-day reign kicking. With 3 defences. She currently has 2. Defeating Jordan Grace in her first. And Roxanne Perez in her second. This has to be the toughest of them all. Against the beautiful Madness. As she's working over the arm of Julia in the corner. Julia hurting after that one. And they're Stratton with an overhand shot. Nothing pretty, but damn sure effective. And Julia going to kick her off. And now there's Julia. Massive shot right at the back of Stratton. Now it's Stratton. Jawbreaker getting to her feet. And Tiffany knife edge chop. Tiffany forearm blocked by Julia. Julia coming in. Collar will tie up, sends her out of the ring. And hitting hard. And Julia now top rope. Can only win the championship by pinfall or submission here. But now she's going to go high risk. And a drop kick to the floor, taking care of Tiffany Stratton now. Julia firmly in control. Oh, went for the headbutt. Stratton caught her with a knee there. Right at the temple. And now it's Tiffany Stratton with a side slam on the floor. And there's barely any padding on the outside of the ring. That hurts a lot worse than inside. As Tiffany gonna send Julia back in. Stratton now. You capitalise here. There it is. Springboard. Swanton bomb. Cover. Hook in the leg. Shoulder down to retain. Scoring 2. Kick out by Julia. Tiffany actually competed at NXT Battleground last year and the season of 2K24. She was challenging for the NXT Women's title against champ at the time, Bianca Belair, who was the inaugural champion. Lost out to Belair on that night. 1 year later, she wants to win and retain the title that she has now. Stratton back into a penny predicament after stretching out the challenger. Kick out, however, by Julia. Julia now rolling out to the corner. Tiffany Stratton trying to get this crowd on their feet. Trying to say it is Tiffy time. Big elbow, however, by Julia out the corner. And now it's Julia going to send Tiffany Stratton into the corner. Here comes the beautiful Madness now. Tiffany Stratton perched up on the tippy top rope. Tiffy doesn't want to be there. Falcon arrow off the top. Avalanche style on Stratton. Julia out the corner goes in for the NXT Women's title. Arriba there, Shini. Cover, hook on the leg, shoulders down. This has got to be it. The new champ. There's 2. No, Stratton survives. Oh, well, Tiffany Stratton incredibly resilient tonight. Able to stay in this fight for the NXT Women's Championship. Is Julia giving it her all? What a massive smack there. Jawbreaker, Tiffany Stratton. Oh, God, the cartwheel, Alabama slam. I've seen this before from Stratton. We'll see. And again, cover. 2. And a kick out by Julia. Tiffany Stratton with her best offense. And it isn't enough to keep down the beautiful Madness. Forearm, Julia avoiding. Julia, penny predicament. Tight on the line for the goal. 2. No. With Stratton staying in this. Headbutt, no. Avoided. Knife edge chop. Irish whip sends her into the corner. Stratton, forearm shot in the corner. We've seen this before from Stratton. Bottom rope and that big spiral tap out of the corner. Cover, twisting splash. 2 count will be enough to retain. No, it won't. Julia survives again. Ah, what a fight. The hell with that's been Stratton's toughest defense yet. This is Julia's toughest matchup as she moved out of the way. The press moves so ever. Moving out the way. Julia looking at advance here. Looking to capitalise. Julia going to take her out inverted DDT after the knees. Right in the midsection. Julia gonna pick up Stratton. NXT title on the line. Second title match. Tiffy don't want to be there. Rolling through. There it is. That spinning set out. Trying to recover. Shoulders down. 2. Throw. No. Another near fall. And Julia's getting pissed. And you can see it now. Raining down big shots on Tiffany Stratton. Live in Tampa at Battleground in your penultimate showdown this evening. Tiffany Big jawbreaker counter. Stratton knife edge chop. Another knife edge by Tiffany Stratton. And now Stratton picking up Julia. There's that rolling through of the fireman carry sent on. And now Stratton out of the corner. Prettiest moonsault ever. Just like that, will it be enough to retain the cover, the hook of the leg? Shoulders down, says Jeremy Marcus, and Julia survives again. What on earth is it going to take, ladies and gentlemen? This matchup been off the blocks, been hot ever since it got started, and Stratton running in with a drop kick, a shotgun style on Julia. Tiffany Stratton. Top rope, Julia getting her feet, Tiffany looking to fly, and Julia going to stop her tracks, and Julia sends her down. Oh, this might be Julia's opportunity. This might be the opportune time for Julia to capitalise. Big knee to the back, rolling through this time with Tiffany Stratton, however, and Stratton now rolls through. Penny Predicament, skill goal, no, the ropes saving Julia, and Julia now rolling to the outside. Oh, Tiffany doesn't know what the hell to do here. Tiffany Stratton got Julia on the floor, but the only way to win the match, the only way to retain her title for Stratton is to win it inside the ring by pinfall. Oh, submission is Stratton that time. Double axe handle on Julia. Julia able to counter the forearm from Tiffany on the outside, and now Tiffany gets sent back into the ring by the NXT Women's Champion. By the woman that wants to be NXT Women's Champion, by the challenger. Now the champ's in trouble. Julia, wait a minute, look at it close in on the title. Northern Lights bomb, dropping Tiffany on her head. Cover, that's it. That's gotta be it. 2, 3, no! Stratton's still alive! Stratton's still alive! Oh, what is Julia gonna do? Oh, Julia can't believe it. Now Julia out in the corner looking for a rematch. There she is. Yes, this is done. That's it. No, Stratton avoiding it. Stratton able to move out the way. No one in the pool that time for Julia. Who the hell is Tiffany fighting here? It's Stratton and a party. Oh, what a battle. Here tonight at NXT Battleground. Big shots, knife edge, forearm kick. Tiffany Stratton all over Julia. Knife edge, forearm kick. Stratton is on fire. Julia's rocked and stunned. Ain't getting back from this. There's that fireman's carry takeover. Stratton out of the corner. Prettiest moonsault ever for the second time. That's gotta be it. The cover. Hook of the leg. Shoulders down. Scoring 2, and Tiffany Stratton retains the NXT Women's Championship against Julia. Some would consider that an upset. Some would. But Tiffany Stratton, after taking Jade Cargill to the limit 2 weeks ago at Saturday Night's main event, I can't say I'm shocked that she just knocked off one of the greatest wrestlers in the world today. Able to retain the title, breaking the curse of everyone winning gold that stands and deliver, losing it tonight. Tiffany ain't on that list. Now picked up her third successful defence of the NXT Women's Championship. And now will be longer officially than 223 days. Congratulations, Tiffany, but what a hell of a fight brought out tonight by the challenger Julia. That was one hell of an NXT Women's Championship match tonight at NXT Battleground, with Stratton getting the win and retaining her prized possession.
Here is your winner, and still the NXT Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton.
Congratulations going out to Stratton. What a fight tonight for the NXT Women's Championship. Gotta feel oh so good in Tampa as the crowd rejoicing. It is still Tiffy time right here live on NXT. But we have one more match to get to, folks. Let's waste no time and get right into it. It's main event time at Battleground. What a night it's been. It's time to close it out. Before we get to our main event tonight, let's take a look at what's going down this coming week on NXT. We have got an NXT Tag Team Title Battleground rematch, as the Creed brothers are immediately enacting their rematch clause for the NXT Tag Team goal. They will be challenging the new champs Penta and Rey Fenix of the Lucha Brothers, who knocked them off earlier on tonight. And then also Jada Parker making her second defense in the North American title against the woman who pinned her last week on NXT. Lash Legend. Gonna be a fun NXT Women's North American Championship matchup. Also going down, the North American title on the line as the last man to pin the North American champion before Bronson Reed lost the title. Trick Williams, the former NXT champ, getting the first shot of the new champ, Ricky Saints. All that so much more this coming week on NXT. But coming up next, folks, it is now time for your main event of the evening. NXT Championship on the line. Austin Theory defends against the Mad Dragon, the Tsar, the former NXT Cruiserweight Champion, Ilya Dragunov next at Battleground.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the NXT Championship.
Thank you, Alicia Taylor. This is it then, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for. The main attraction for NXT Battleground. The main event of the evening, NXT Championship, is up for grabs. And at first, it is the challenger, the former NXT Champion. The former NXT Cruiserweight Champion, in fact. But looks to become the NXT Champion tonight in your main event. It's the Mad Dragon. It's the Tsar. It's Ilya Dragunov. Unyezik bar on the back of the trunks of Ilya Dragunov. That means invincible. And he absolutely is invincible. He is not just intense, ladies and gentlemen. He is the definition of intensity. And he defeated Obafemi and Joe Hendry, pinning Hendry in a triple threat matchup to become the #1 contender for the NXT Championship for tonight. And he has defeated Austin Theory, the NXT Champion, in the past. It was on an episode of WWE Dark in the 2K24 series where Dragunov was able to knock off Theory. This time it is the main event of a much higher stage. It's the NXT main event, where potentially we could see guys like these two main event big shows like a SummerSlam or a WrestleMania or a Money in the Bank, which is coming up tomorrow on the main roster side of things. But right now, this year, it is Dragunov looking to close in and becoming NXT Champion. He has had an opportunity in the NXT title before against Carmelo Hayes in the main event of NXT Deadline last season. He lost out to Melo on that night. But he might win it tonight against the man he knows he can beat. He's beaten Theory before, but this might be a different Theory. He might even get help tonight from Grayson Waller and Ethan Page. Who knows? Page winning the Money in the Bank equivalent earlier tonight, the jackpot ladder match. So maybe he can help out Austin Theory in your main event tonight. Here comes the champion then. Already has one defense as the champion, defeating Trick Williams and Obafemi in a triple threat contest, pinning Trick, the man he beat, to win the championship. It is all the man himself, all day, Austin Theory. Theory looking to spoil Dragunov's momentum. Dragunov, one of the most popular guys here in NXT, coming into a massive NXT Championship match against a man he's already pinned before. Can he do it again, or will Austin Theory thrive under pressure? He's known to do here in NXT, and it's a massive main event for these two superstars. A massive opportunity for both men to show what they are capable of on the grand scheme of things, live in the WWE, not just on NXT. This could propel superstars to main roster stardom, especially Theory, especially Dragunov. And they're going to cook an absolute storm night in your main event in Tampa, Florida. An incredible night, and we're going to cap it off in an incredible way with a great singles battle between Ilya Dragunov and Austin Theory for the NXT Championship. Safe to say the crowd very much in favour of the challenger Dragunov tonight, as Theory puts the gold up for grabs against the Mad Dragon. There you see it right there, folks. That right there is what they're fighting for, the beautiful, prestigious and coveted NXT Championship. Let's head to the ring now for the final title night for the official ring introductions from Alicia Taylor.
Introducing the challenger from Moscow, Russia, weighing in at 210 pounds, Ilya Dragunov. And his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the NXT Champion, Austin Theory.
Austin Theory looking like $1,000,000 tonight as he comes into this championship defense for the 46-day reign as NXT Champion. Will it all come crashing down to the hands of Ilya Dragunov in your main event? There you see the official incendiaries for this one, Mr. Dallas Irvin hosting that NXT Championship aloft in the air for your massive main event at NXT Battleground. Will it be the last time that Austin Theory gets to hold the prestigious gold? Or will Theory hang on to it tonight and finally get his win back from the last season win from Dragunov on WWE Dark? As Theory jumped him before the bell, and here we go, matchup now underway. Theory with a cheap shot clothesline, and this one now off to the races. And Austin Theory, certainly not a favourite live in Tampa tonight. But here we got Dragunov right back up, and Dragunov looking to pick up the pace with Austin Theory. Combo tap, go behind them in a low waist lock now. As here we got Dragunov. Theory able to escape, nice takedown by Austin Theory. Here we are, rear chin lock now, and here we got Dragunov in your main event. Austin Theory now. I'm really surprised because Ethan Page and Grayson Waller not out at ringside aiding Austin Theory like they did when Theory won the title against Quick Williams on the 6th of May edition of NXT. But right now it's Ilya Dragunov turns the tides now, and Dragunov now with an arm wringer on Austin Theory, the champion. Theory going to mix it up with his gear as well, trying to look like more of a star tonight, and he certainly does with that NXT Championship, but he might not have it for long if Ilya Dragunov has anything to say about it. Side headlock now from Austin Theory. Ilya going to send him off the ropes. Hard whip that time from Dragunov, and look at that from Ilya. Back body drop out Dragunov, wrenching away at the face of the NXT champion, and last in the last place in Tampa, coming absolutely unglued, courtesy of Ilya Dragunov tonight. Knife edge shot, another one now from Ilya Dragunov. And what has been an incredible show tonight at NXT Battleground. I want to thank you all for joining us here tonight in this special event. Dragunov, forearm against the ropes of Theory, bouncing off as Austin. There's more shots from Ilya. Now a bridge and German pinning predicament. Shoulders down here, scoring 2 and a kick out, and a champion Theory. Elbow drop right to the back now. Dragunov and a senton as the challenger. Really taking charge in this one. Dallas Urban overseeing the action. Theory moving out the way. The third attempt of the senton, however. And it was Austin Theory blowing over DDT, and I believe Dragunov has drawn blood. Dragunov now been busted open already. It's not took long at for Ilya Dragunov to start to bleed in this matchup, starting to show them war wounds. He always goes toward Ilya. Well, it's showing here tonight against Theory. That's the champ in control. Ripcord forearm shot. Right at the jaw of the champion who rolls to the outside. Austin Theory now having control on this one. And out to the apron, Ilya Dragunov on the floor here. Theory off the apron with a clothesline, and now it's Austin Theory taking charge. And Theory now going to take apart our announce table here at ringside. Right in front of us, Austin Theory clearing it off. Clearly a main event here between these two warriors of the NXT Black and Silver brands. Austin Theory got Dragunov on the damn announce table. The brawl on the table. Referee could put both these men out here. Count of 5 here. It's Theory with a big right hand on Dragunov on the table. Oh, but there's Dragunov. Big shot block. And Dragunov battling back with a 4 of his own. Big kick now. Ilya, wait a minute. Going to drop off in Theory. A DDT on the announce table. Don't do that is right. Dragunov dropping now off the damn table with an elbow drop on Theory. But look at this, count of 9. Referee Dallas Urban being a little bit lenient because he knows this is a main event. Dragunov sliding in and back out to break that count. The challenger in control on Austin Theory. Oh, well, Ilya, that was a hard DDT on the damn announce table in the top rope now. Hitting a crossbody of the cover. Hook of the leg, shoulders down, scoring 2 and the champ and a kick out by Austin Theory at 2. A big stomp moving at the harm's way. Theory drop kick to the back of the head, both men down. Crucial point of the match as the NXT title contest rolls on tonight at Battleground. Theory back to his feet first. The champ in control, forearm smack on Dragunov, more smacks and smacks again. Ilya now against the ropes, getting choked out this time by the champion Austin Theory. And Theory again, yanking him away that time. Theory now booting away Ilya Dragunov, stomp after stomp, time and time again on the chest. And it's Ilya's time to turn it around. Forearm after forearm on Austin Theory, the ground and pound. Dragunov out the corner. Dragunov might be looking to put this one away already. Ilya out the corner. Dallas Urban, get out of the damn way. You could get caught in the crossfire. Torpedo Moscow. Cover by the champion. Hook of the leg. Shoulders down. Scoring 2 and a kick out by Austin Theory. A cover on the champion, I should have said. But nonetheless, Ilya Dragunov not yet the champ here. Is Austin Theory able to stay in this one? For the time being, at least, Ilya Dragunov the power and just launching him around the ring in what has been a great show. This is certainly heating up to be a great main event. Dragunov go behind German suplex on Austin Theory. Holds on him. Another German here in Tampa. And looking for a third one. Taking Theory to suplex. City. Will Brock Lesnar in NXT. But we got to the next best thing in Ilya Dragunov. Dragunov now grabbing Austin Theory. Power bomb. Up and down. What a Theory could be out. Could be seeing a new champ right here. Dallas Urban in position. Kick out. Theory again. Theory showing that resilience tonight. And again, I'm surprised he's not getting help from Grayson Waller or Ethan Page. Surprised both them men aren't here tonight. But Page did go through a grueling matchup earlier on tonight to capture the jackpot ladder match contract. Theory just had a curb stomp on the challenger. The 2 count a kick out. Ilya. Big stomp by Theory, almost securing the win and retaining his title in the main event tonight. And getting his win back from WWE Dark over a year ago against the Mad Dragon. Ilya still in trouble in the corner. This time it's Austin Theory in control off the ropes. Here goes the champion and what a forearm. And Dragunov got caught inside out. Big discus forearm by Theory. Back and forth though go Dragunov and Theory in a clothesline. Down goes Austin. Sent into the corner now is Ilya Dragunov. And now Dragunov running in through with a steam with a big knee. Right in the chest on through, and we saw that this past week on the action-packed 8-man tag team main event where Dragunov, Miles Bono, Buffini and Trick Williams teamed up to defeat Austin Theory, Grayson Waller, Ethan Page and Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Dragunov heading the coast to coast. Drop kick from each side of the ring. Ilya looking for the NXT Championship. It's in the palm of his hands. And your main event, H-Bomb out of the corner by Dragunov. Ilya now to capitalise. Cover, hook in the leg, shoulders down for the NXT Gold 2. No! Oh, somehow Theory surviving it. He didn't survive the H-Bomb the last matchup these two had. As that's what ended the contest. But Theory getting the win due to the H-Bomb. Theory able to move out of the way that time. Out of the sliding clothesline. Dragunov getting picked up. Down, cover. Theory to retain and a busted open challenger. There's 2 from Dallas Urban and Dragunov survives again. Oh, this one's heating up, man. NXT Battleground main event. Truly going to give you a teaser of what Money in the Bank is going to be like tomorrow night. It's Dragunov. What a massive knee. I mean, this show has been off the charts. Just wait till you see what we've got in store for you tomorrow night at Money in the Bank, ladies and gentlemen. Is Ilya going to send Austin out to the apron? Theory though with a forearm on the apron. Theory rolls through on the vintage Austin Theory with a drop kick on Ilya Dragunov. Is the NXT champ Theory now in control? Smacking Ilya on the face. Oh, against the chest now, and Dragunov fighting back with a shot. And now Ilya knife edge chop. Ilya with shot after shot. Knife edge again, and Dragunov dropping down. Austin Theory. Top rope now goes Ilya. And a knee drop by Dragunov. Caught him right in the throat. Oh, the champ could be out, man. The champ should have brought Grayson Waller and Ethan Page with him to help him out, just like they did to win the title. Dragunov. Big sent on off the top rope, cover for the gold, scoring 2. Austin Theory still hanging in there. Oh, Dragunov, you can see him get visibly frustrated, but he's got to keep his foot on the gas pedal here in this NXT Championship affair. Austin Theory ran right into him, full steam ahead that time. When Austin Theory on Ilya Dragunov. And now it's Austin Theory off the rope, second to matchup. Theory with a stomp on Ilya. A second time headset. And that'll be it. Theory to retain. Cover. 2, 3. No! Dragunov kicking out. Oh, wow. He just got stomped to the mat. Head first. He's over him and busted wide open. And Ilya's still in this one. And look at Ilya grabbing Austin Theory. Dragunov gonna drop him and down goes Austin. Oh, man. Austin trying to roll out of harm's way. Dragunov not letting him do so. And look at Ilya. Oh no. The H-Bomb! That's it. That's it. Theory's done. Theory's out. Cover. Dragunov. To retain. 2, 3. No! Should have said Dragunov to win the title, but it ain't enough. Theory's the champion. How long will he be the champ for? He's already been champ for 46 days. One defense of his reign. In Theory, kicking out the leg of Ilya. That made it Austin Theory to win it right here. Austin Theory, big kick on Dragunov to the midsection of the movie. Used to win the goal. The taxi on Dragunov. Cover. 2, 3, no! Ilya's still in it. Oh, these two are throwing at all cylinders tonight. Throwing balls to the wall. NXT Championship hanging on the balance. Theory drop kick, didn't get all of it. Sending Dragunov backing up against the ropes. They're grabbing Dragunov though fighting back with absolute intensity as he does. Ilya Dragunov again with that schoolboy power slam. Showcasing his power on Ilya Dragunov. He's hitting a second one. Look at the intensity of that Dragunov. Oh my god! When have we seen Ilya do that? A springboard drop kick on Austin Theory. And Dragunov with Constantine special. That spinning rope clothesline. Dragunov now in the corner. Looking to close in on the NXT Championship. This is his moment. A third H-bomb. And the second one from a flying position out the corner. Cover now. Cover him. There it is. Dragunov for the NXT goal. 2, 3. No! What the hell? Theory's still alive. Oh, this is insane. How the hell did Austin Theory can't get out of that as Dragunov now? Sends him to the outside and he's absolutely pissed. Well, Dragunov knows he can only win it and the ring by pinfall or submission, but he's going to inflict more damage on the outside and he will with a toe base suicida on Austin Theory at ringside. Here we are, Dragunov going to pick up Theory and going to send him against the announce table, and oh goodness, Dragunov already hit him with a DDT on that table earlier on, and he's got him back up on the announce table. Here we are, Dragunov got dire intentions. Theory though able to counter, and it's Austin Theory back and forth now on Ilya Dragunov, and Theory with a forearm there on Ilya. My god, what the hell is the champion doing? Oh my goodness, down on a superplex off the table on the floor. Oh, now the champ's in control. Counter 6 is Theory wanting to win it by counter here. Oh, well, that will count as Theory undoing that turnbuckle pad. Counter 7 here. Make it 8. Ilya Dragunov back in now at 8. And Dragunov, wait a minute, shoulders down here. Penny predicament on Austin Theory. Theory's too busy showboat. And Dragunov just like that to win the title. No. Still alive. Knife edge, sharp counter. Dallas over the official fixing the turnbuckle bubble. Wait a minute. Austin Theory cross-legged. And a patella drop brain buster cover. Hook in the leg. Shoulders down. Theory to retain, but the referee's too distracted. 1. Would have been 2. Would have been 3. Would have the match. 1, 4. 5, 6, and I can't get out by Dragunov. We would have had him beaten twice. I'm looking at a busted open face of Theory. Didn't even notice that he drew colour in this one. But Theory would have had that match won if he didn't expose that turnbuckle and he just clotheslined the freaking referee. Dallas Sullivan just been clotheslined by Austin Theory, and he's going to try and cheat and get his NXT Championship. Bring it out of the ring, but the referee's on his feet. And Dragunov going to take it away from him. And Dragunov, torpedo mascot! The title in the line, the cover, look at the legs, shoulders down. Austin Theory putting his hand on the bottom rope. Great ring awareness and veteran instinct out of the NXT champion. As these championship rounds are truly starting, you can see the fatigue on both these superstars truly kicking in as Ilya picked up the NXT title and holding it up hostage. But wait a minute, Theory, backslide, referee get rid of the title, shoulders down, Theory not like this to retain it too. No! Ilya survives again. What a fight. Theory went for a shot. Dragunov counters with a forearm. And it was Ilya Dragunov going to take him out. Running STO, and this might be the final nail in the coffin. Ilya looking to retain the championship out of the corner, looking for a third time. H-bomb. No, Theory boot up. Theory got the boot up right across the jaw of Ilya. Oh goodness, and this Austin Theory flowing over DDT, both men down, crucial point, and that's NXT Championship main event. What a match this has been. Both these men have been absolutely decimated by each other. Theory with a forearm shot, an arm wringer now on Ilya Dragunov, who's trying to get out of the pressure here. Austin Theory feeling a lot of pressure, but he thrives under it. Oh, Dragunov trying to take that pressure and shove it up. Where the sun don't shine, Dragunov, powerbomb again! Oh, he rocked Austin Theory that time. And Ilya, oh my God, a running senton. Ah, that challenger on the champ, another champ, big right hand now, oh, big elbow in the midsection by Ilya Dragunov, and Dragunov, third time in the match, he's going to hit him with this. Look at this, my goodness, and Dragunov is hurting after that one as well. Oh, what a fight, what a absolute fight. NXT Battleground truly delivering a top-notch product tonight. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Money in the Bank tomorrow night, you don't want to miss it. But right now it's Dragunov in the centre. Dragunov, middle rope, firmly in control. Middle rope, senton now by Ilya. That has to be it. Closing in for the title. Out the corner. Dragunov lines him up. Torpedo, let's go. Come on. Hook of the leg. Shoulders down. Scoring two. And Ilya Dragunov does it. We have a new NXT champion. This Dragunov is beating Austin Theory for the second time in this series, both last season and this season, to capture the NXT gold. And Austin Theory's 46-day reign comes to an end, courtesy of the Mad Dragon. But what an all-out war of a main event. Both these men proved that they can hang in the upper echelon of the WWE. They hung out and had an absolute banger of a main event, which sees that man, Ilya Dragunov, stand tall.
And the new NXT champion, Ilya Dragunov.
Well, what a matchup, what a win for Dragunov. Congratulations to your new NXT champ. Dragunov standing tall in Tampa, Florida. The crowd going wild. But wait a minute. This is why they're going wild. All ego Ethan Page, still bloody from the opening contest tonight after winning a jackpot ladder match. No easy cashing in after all this. Oh, well, maybe this was the plan all along. For Theory, Waller and Page. For Page to win the Money in the Bank contract, which he did, and if Austin Theory did end up losing, Ethan Page was granted an opportunity to cash in. And it seems like that's exactly what's going to happen. Dragunov's going to have his moment robbed from him. Not like this. Well, Ethan Page is still all bloody from the ladder match which kicked off the show. He's not even all bloody. He might not be 100%. But it seems like he's still cashing in his money in the bank contract, or should I say the NXT jackpot contract that he won just earlier on tonight. And here we go, it's official, it's for that right there. Beautiful, prestigious and coveted NXT title of the world. Ethan Page is already cashing in, so let's unexpectedly head to the ring with the official ring introductions for the final time with Alicia Taylor. Well, on the second straight KO Production special event, we are ending the show with a Money in the Bank style cash-in. This time Ethan Page's men's jackpot ladder match contract being cashed in. It's all legal. It's looking to take advantage of the beating up Ilya Dragunov, but Page is also beating up, so he might not be 100%, but nonetheless, rushing him before the bell is rung. And Ethan Page with a stomp on Ilya Dragunov. And let's not forget, Ethan Page defeated Ilya on the second ever episode of NXT in the main event with this move right here. And he looks to do it again. Not like this. Page Eagles Edge to win his catch-in. Come on for the NXT title. Kick out Ilya. Kick out. Damn it. Damn it. After all, Ilya went through. Ethan Page has just pulled the rug from underneath him and stole the NXT Championship. The cap is off at Battleground. The plan for Theory, Waller and Ethan Page has came to fruition. It didn't work out perfect for Austin Theory. It certainly didn't work out perfect for Ilya Dragunov, but it did for All Ego Ethan Page, your new NXT champ.
Here is your winner, and the new NXT champion, All Ego, Ethan Page.
Well, we end this show on a sour note at the crowd boos your new champion. What a show it's been though, folks. Thanks for joining us at NXT Battleground.